Oh, it's live now.
What's up? What's up? What's up, sports world? Y'all already know what it is. It's Monday, Monday Night Madness, coming to you live right here, Facebook Live, YouTube, all that good stuff. Y'all already know what it is, man. Listen, great show coming up for you. Great show coming up for you. Of course, I'm Andre the Torch Robinson, the fire starter, and I have my guy, Mr. Friday Night Lights himself. Put up 6 fingers, y'all. I need y'all to put up 6 fingers. Hashtag 6 seasons. 6 seasons. My man Marcus D. Alphabets is in the building. Mr. Friday Night Lights himself. And of course, I brung another guy. You know, he's Rise Up Family. He's been Rise Up Family from day one from the Sox. My guy right here, you know, Mr. Informer. See how I did that? Mr. Farmer. My guy Ethan Tweedy is in the building. My guy is in the building tonight, man. I'm super excited. We got a great show for y'all. Listen, we could start off the show by talking about how some people don't know how to lurk, how to lurk on certain schemes, and how, you know, slot receivers make rookie slash inexperienced linebackers look foolish during preseason playoffs. We could talk We could talk about all that. But I run the hot dog, Cole, aka I'm supposed to be a bishop on the chessboard, but really I was a pawn. I was playing checkers, not chess. Yesterday, I could really get started on that. I mean, I got a whole article. I got a whole article coming about them damn Bills. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm gonna be very nice. I'm gonna be very nice today. And we're gonna talk some other stuff because it's preseason. You know, none of that matters, right? None of that. All you're gonna do is check the film, right? You gonna look at the tape.
Marcus was telling all them Chicago fans to settle down.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Settle down a little bit. It's only preseason. But we're gonna have some people who's gonna keep spewing the same rhetoric for the last 8 years, talking about checking the tape, checking the film. And you already should be Mr. Defensive game manager, Mr. Defensive mindset, Mr. Defensive prowess, Mr. Defensive expertise. You should already be on one when it comes to this. I don't know where this defensive development is coming, but I guess I'm not going to talk too much about that. I feel like I gave them already enough time after that ass whooping that they got in preseason yesterday. But nevertheless, bear down, folks. Bear down. Get your drink, snack, bring a +1, and come on in here because Monday Night Madness is about to be very real today. We got a lot of stuff to cover and a lot to talk about. All right, so let's kick this thing off, right? Marcus the Alphabets, Ethan Tweedy, y'all ready? Y'all seats buckled? Y'all ready? Y'all strapped in? Are you strapped in?
Let's go.
All right, let's get it. Listen carefully. We have players with the most consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. Jerry Rice has 11. Mike Evans has 11. Tim Brown has 9. Marvin Harrison Sr. has 8. Torrey Holt has 8. Chris Carter has 8. Brandon Marshall, 7. Reggie Wayne, 7. Jimmy Smith, 7. And Travis Kelce has 7. Now, as you can see from what we have here, you have two sections. Top section, bottom section. This is for everybody that's tuned in and the panel. I need all types of reactions today. All right? I need you to rank the top section first from 1 to 5. And I want you to explain why. And I'm only giving you 3 minutes to do so. So you better be quick on the draw. 1 through 5. That means Jerry Rice, Mike Evans, Tim Brown, Marvin Harrison Sr., and Torrey Holt. You got to rank 1 through 5. Now, who wants to be first up in this lovely game of fire starting? Who wants to be first? Marcus the Alphabet, you want to be first, or Ethan Twitty, you want to be first?
Cool. It's cool. Yeah. So obviously up top, Jerry Rice. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. Jerry Rice is in a whole nother. He's in a category by itself. But I do believe that we got to start giving Mike Evans his props, man. What we're seeing from him is like historic, But I'm still not ready to put him at number 2 overall. Like I understand, the 11 consecutive seasons plus him, he's still playing. So he has an opportunity to break that record this year. And I think it'll be a little bit easier for him with the addition of some of the weapons that they put over there. You look at, he's got Chris Godwin over there. I like the kid that they brought in who's going to make some things a little bit easier for him. Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State. That the kid's electric. He's a lunchbox dude. He's not flashy, and he doesn't have to be the center of attention. A lot of receivers, they want to be, the alpha receiver. They want to be the guy getting all the targets. Emeka Egbuka played with a bunch of alpha receivers at Ohio State. He played. He just last year he played with Jeremiah Smith, who. Jeremiah Smith, when it's all said and done, he may be the greatest freshman that's ever come out at the wide receiver position. He was there when Marvin Harrison Jr. was there. He was there when Jackson Smith and Jig was there. So that's going to take a lot of pressure off of him. But I still can't put Mike Evans there. He's an incredible receiver, one of the best of the modern era. But I'm going to go, of course, Jerry. Then I'll probably go, I like Marvin Harrison. Then I'm going to go Tim Brown. What he did with the then Oakland Raiders was incredible. And then I'll probably go with Mike. I'll probably go with Mike Evans for the simple fact that he's been the number 1 receiver over there. I don't know if Torrey Holt was the number one receiver with the Rams. Yeah, I mean, he had some pretty good weapons around him. You know, the what was
Isaac Bruce,
Hakeem. And then really, I believe if he had totally focused on it, I think Marshall Faulk could have been an all-pro wide receiver. But you know, he played running back. So I'm gonna go Jerry, Marvin, Tim, Mike, and then Isaac. And then at the bottom, let's see here.
Oh, no. You only get the top first. You only get the top first.
Okay, cool.
All right, Ethan Tweedy, your turn. Top row.
Those are 5 good ones. Really, really good ones. Marcus is right. Jerry Rice is in a tier on his own. There's no question on that. He's number 1. Anybody who says any of these are better than Jerry Rice, I don't know what you're looking at. Number 2. Oh, man. I'm probably gonna go Tim Brown.
Whoa. Okay, go ahead. My fault for the reaction.
This might be the hot take here, but I'm going Mike Evans over Marvin Harrison.
Whoa.
And then I've got Marvin Harrison at 4, and then Torrey Holt's 5.
Wow. See, this is why we have Monday Night Madness. You see those 2 reactions that he got from me? I was trying to keep quiet. But Lord have mercy. My guy just picked Jerry Rice, Tim Brown, then Mike Evans, then Torrey. Wow. I mean, I can't be mad at you. Marcus, I think ours is very similar. Ethan Tweedy, I like the hot takes that he already bringing on the show right off the jump. Jerry is automatically number first. I don't give it number 1 automatically. Most touchdowns, most receiving yards in the non-passers league, and I mean it's head and shoulders better than everybody. The second and third place receivers don't have any Super Bowl rings. That makes it even better for Jerry Rice, who has 4. You know, and plus he's like 7,000 yards better than the next 2. And has over at least 70 touchdowns better than the next 2. So that makes Jerry Rice number 1 automatically. Number 2 to me is Marvin Harrison, just for the fact of I love Marvin Harrison. Got to watch him. He's right here born. If you don't know, Marvin Harrison was a Syracuse product right here. So you got to give him a lot of props playing for where he played from in the Big East. He's number 2. Mike Evans is number 3. I got him over Tim Brown. I'm going to be honest with you. To me, impact and intent is 2 things Mike Evans has that I think that he has over Tim Brown. Plus, he has Super Bowl rings over Tim Brown. Let's be clear on that as well. Number 4 would be Torrey Holt. Notice I put Tim Brown last. Folks are probably like, you put Torrey Holt over him? Yeah, actually I did. Torrey Holt, phenomenal receiver. Isaac Bruce, regardless of being whether they're 1A, 1B, Torrey Holt produced. Even when Isaac Bruce was around. Produced. I like the production. And you couldn't tell which one was really the number 1 receiver. As Marcus almost alluded to, was he really the number 1? Do you really know? And for that reason, I'm giving Torrey Holt number 4 because you just really didn't know. They were so good. That's almost similar to 2 other receivers that I've seen before. That would be Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen. If you remember those 2 receivers, you really couldn't tell who was 1A, 1B, all like that over there, because they both produced. Got to give them props for that. Production. Plus, Mike Evans would knock your socks off if he block you too. Dalton, good job of looting to that too. Kevin, what's up? Shout out to you. Dwayne, what's up? Dalton, what's up? I see you, Ron. I see everybody in here. Jesse, what up? Marie, what's up? I see y'all. Jesse Neal, thank you. I appreciate that. But you gotta give those props for that intro to Ramona Dye. She's phenomenal at that. Give her props. I give her flowers every time. Now, cool. Let's get to the bottom half. Chris Carter, Brandon Marshall, Reggie Wayne, Jimmy Smith, and Travis Kelce. This one might even be a little bit harder than the first one. Mark is the alphabets. I'll let you go ahead. You can go ahead.
This one here is a little bit easier for me. I'm gonna go.
Wow.
This one's easier. Chris Carter. I hold Chris Carter in the highest of esteem. Just maybe one of the greatest route runners, hands, body control. He invented the term we're quite familiar with, toe drag swag, able to just kind of contort his body on the sideline. I love the toe drag swag. And a lot of people, they don't want to give him his flowers because they're like, well, he played with Randy Moss. He was there before Randy Moss. There before. He was doing all this before Randy Moss got there. Him and Jake Reed. I don't know if y'all remember. Some of y'all young out there with the Similac on your breath. You probably never heard of Jake Reed. He played with a guy named Jake Reed. They were pretty dynamic duo. From there, I'm gonna go with Reggie Wayne. I don't think Reggie Wayne gets enough props, man. And again, they try to diminish his accomplishment because they're like, well, he played with Peyton Manning, but he was an incredible receiver in his own right. Yes, he did play on the other side of Marvin Harrison. He got there a little bit after Marvin Harrison, but when Marvin Harrison, kind of started to diminish, he kind of took over that 1A role. After that, I'm going Travis Kelce.
Ooh.
I'm going Travis Kelce for a tight end to get 7 consecutive. Most tight ends never get 1,000 yards. You're a tight end and you got 7 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. That's incredible. That's incredible. And the other thing that the argument that people like to use, well, his quarterback is his quarterback. Well, if you look at all these let's talk about the quarterbacks here of these guys. Chris Carter was playing with who? Who was his quarterback? Who was his quarterbacks? Old Randall Cunningham, Brad Johnson, and Dante Culpepper. Those were, in the highlight of his career, that's pretty much I guess he started off with Randall Cunningham with the Eagles. But Peyton Manning, so I'm gonna go Chris Carter, Reggie Wayne, Travis. I'm gonna go with Jimmy Smith. And Brandon Marshall, to me, Brandon Marshall had a lot left to be desired because I just felt like Brandon Marshall, his attitude kept him from living up to his full potential. The trade talk and stuff like that. Then, you ended up going to play with Jay Cutler. You did all of that hustle. You did all of that damn whining and complaining to end up with Jay Cutler at both spots. You played with him in Chicago and in Denver. So I'm going to go. I got Brandon Marshall at the bottom. He's going to be the last one. So I'm going to go Chris, Reggie, Travis, Jimmy, and then Brandon. That's how I'm going to go.
Ethan, what up? Speak on it.
I agree with 1, 2, and 5. The only ones I switch around Jimmy Smith and Travis Kelce. Travis is it's great, and it's not head and shoulders one versus the other, but Jimmy Smith being, I don't know, in Jacksonville, I don't remember him having very many good quarterbacks. So
Mark Brunell, he had Mark Brunell. He had Mark Brunell, and then he also had in the backfield. They had, don't forget, Fred Taylor. They had a running back named Fred Taylor
and Natron Means. For those who don't remember,
business. Yeah, so a lot of times when you were playing against Jacksonville back in the day, they were more focused on stopping the run then. So he had a lot easier looks on the outside because teams were stacking 8 in the box to stop Fred.
Another team the Bills can beat in the playoffs.
Almost.
Yeah,
they almost won. They almost won.
You know what?
Almost don't count.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Hand grenades,
All right.
exactly what it is.
All right. So Marcus the alphabet. Sir.
Oh,
Sir.
Y'all better start respecting Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, do you know who's second all time in postseason touchdowns right now? Do you know?
You know who's first? You know who's first in touchdowns for a tight end?
Probably Travis.
Antonio Gates. No, he's not. It's Antonio
in
Gates.
the postseason.
No, I'm talking about all around.
Okay, yeah, I understand. But postseason, he has the second most touchdowns. Not other receivers. A tight end has the second most touchdowns in postseason history. I'm taking Travis.
I got a question. I got a question for you. Watch this. This is where I love to catch people and certain stuff and make them think. If we're gonna take somebody off, we're gonna put somebody on, right? If I take Travis Kelce off and I put Antonio Gates in his position, do we have the same career? Or do we have an even better career than he had?
Are you talking about?
Y'all act like Antonio. Yeah, yes. Let's not act like Antonio Gates didn't have good quarterbacks his entire career. You went from Drew Brees to Phillip Rivers.
Right. Okay. You had.
It's still not Mahomes.
Wait a minute. Marcus the alphabet.
Do you know who Travis Kelce started with?
Yes.
He didn't start his career.
Started with
Patrick
Alex
Mahomes.
Smith. Yes, I know.
I know he started with Alex Smith.
Okay.
Watch this.
Okay.
How long did he play with Alex Smith for?
Probably like 5 years.
Two or three. Was it like 2 or 3 years, wasn't it?
Like 5 years?
No,
it was like 2 or 3 years.
No, it was 2.
It was 2? Okay.
Yes. Don't forget that the Chiefs, that's the same team that had 0 touchdowns by a receiver the whole season. Did you forget that?
You're making my point for me.
No. I'm not making your point. No, I'm not. No. Nice try, sir. I'm not making your point for you. What I'm telling you, he think he's slick. What I'm telling you, Mike, the alphabet, is that the majority of his career, he had Patrick Mahomes. We don't even revere Phillip Rivers as a top 10 quarterback.
You know that Phillip Rivers is nominated for the Hall of Fame, right? And we know about Drew Brees. And we know is Drew Brees going to the Hall of Fame?
I know he's nominated.
Is Drew Brees going to the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Is Drew Brees going to the Hall of Fame?
Definitely.
Okay, that's who he started with.
Hold on. But he only played 2 seasons with Drew Brees. Drew Brees didn't stay that long as a Charger before.
Okay, and his supporting cast. His supporting cast.
Tell me his supporting cast. Tell me his supporting cast when he started. LaDainian was fire.
Michael the Burner Turner, Darren Sproles.
Those are running backs you're naming. Name his receivers.
Okay, but you got a running back.
Name the receivers.
You got a running back who
No, Marcus. We ain't talking running backs. We know you running back, sir.
We're not arguing about
that.
We appreciate. Listen, we
supporting cast. You just heard me. Hang on. You just heard me mention about Marshall Faulk. You just heard me mention about Marshall Faulk with Isaac Bruce and all of them. You have to play them different. You have to play him different because you got 8 in the box. You got 8 in the box because they're terrified of your all-world running back. Where do we put LaDainian Tomlinson as far as running backs in NFL history?
Okay, watch this. And this is where I like to rebut that. Mr. Running Back, you love running backs. I get it. You're running back you, and I give you your props. Okay. Yeah. On this one, the only time I ever chase you is watching NXT. I'm not chasing you on this one, okay? I only chase you during NXT, sir. Tell me a receiver that was the caliber of Tyreek Hill that the Chargers ever had. I'll wait on that.
So. They didn't really have one, but again.
So tell me again. So I want you to think about the entire entire pie. If I took Antonio Gates and put him on that team with Mahomes and all those weapons Kansas City had,
when you're dropping a safety into the box, do you know who primarily covers the tight end? What
They
position?
surely do.
primarily?
Safety.
Absolutely. If you was
Who?
listening, I just talked about it. I just talked
Safety.
about it in the very
Okay,
beginning.
safety. So
Yes.
so
No.
when the safety, no. So when the safety is not,
No. I'm not letting you get away with that. Nice try. I'm not
when the
letting you get away with
safety
that.
is in the
No,
box.
Marcus, sir.
Yeah.
The primary cover person for a tight end
Yeah.
is usually the linebacker, sir, with
Not
safety
not
help.
no. Most
Yes,
mo-
it is.
no.
Tell me
Most
yes.
teams no.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes.
No. We call them
Yes.
nickel safeties.
Yes.
Nickel safeties. Nickel safeties. Nickel
No,
safety.
nickel linebackers. What do you?
You
Marcus,
usually
are
have
you kidding me?
two when you go to a nickel. Do you know what a nickel is?
Oh my
Are you
goodness.
kidding me? Asking me? Do
I'm
I know
asking
anything?
because a nickel
Sir,
is five.
wait a minute, sir.
defensive back.
Teron Johnson is one of the best nickel players in
Okay.
the league. What are we talking
Okay.
about?
He's a nickel corner, not a
asking me.
nickel linebacker. I've never
Right.
heard of a nickel linebacker.
Correct. Again, absolutely, because there's teams that run 4-2-5s and there's teams who also run 3-4s.
I understand.
Majority of the
that.
teams
Most
back then
teams-
ran 3-4s. Let's be clear. I know what I'm talking about.
Most teams,
I'm
the
far
free
from silly.
safety, the free
Far from
safety, the free safety usually deals with tight ends.
Okay,
Usually,
and once again, usually,
okay.
and I'm telling
So,
you that usually
when the
as
safety-
well,
when the
linebackers
safety drops
will
his-
cover tight ends.
Okay,
That's
so
not
we
wrong,
just saw
I'm
this.
saying.
We just saw this in the Super Bowl this past year. When the Chiefs got their teeth kicked in, what did they do? They dropped 8 in the box. They dropped 8 in the box to stop Saquon Barkley because that's what they were really concerned with. And then at the end of the game, when they kept dropping the safety into the box, when Devontae Smith was running down the field wide open, and A.J. Brown was running down the field wide open, it makes things a whole lot easier for you. When you have an all-world running back, we think totally different of Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. When every team has to sit up there and load the box to stop Derrick Henry. So again, when you have an all-world top 5 running back, it makes your life as a tight end much, much easier. It just does.
So guess what? And I'm going to tell you once again that running back's primary position is to run the football, not to catch. So once again, when I ask you,
In
today's game is different from their game. Antonio Gates didn't play fully in this era.
He played
Majority
with
of
one
his
of the
era
best
was before
dual.
his
He
era.
played with one of the best dual threat backs of all time, Torch.
No shit, Sherlock, but that's still not
Okay.
my point. You're telling me, watch this. You're telling me that a running back has more decipher over a tight end's position than a wide receiver does, sir. Again, but if you had to pick between LaDainian Tomlinson catching the football and Tyreek Hill, which one are you choosing? I'll wait. Answer the question. Don't dance. Answer.
When you load the box, did Travis Kelce still have 1,000-yard? Did Travis Kelce still have 1,000-yard seasons after Tyreek Hill left? Yes or no?
Yes.
Did he still have 1,000-yard seasons after Tyreek Hill left?
Yes.
Yes.
Go like this. Go like this. Go like this.
Yes,
So again, because he's a different type of animal. He's a different type of. When you have a good running game, your tight end, it makes his life a whole lot easier because the defense can't cheat and bring down an extra safety into the box.
Because he was the primary receiver on the team, sir. How many targets did Travis Kelce have, sir? Let's stop this now because I'm listening to you and it sounds good, but you will never get me to sit here and believe that Antonio Gates is not the more athletic.
Let
me land my plane, sir. I'll let you land your plane. Let me land my plane. My plane is very simple and easy.
Okay,
Tyreek Hill had better weapons on the receiving end than Antonio Gates has ever had on the receiving end. Number one. Number two, you said LaDainian Tomlinson was his runner, right? So we're comparing running back impact to wide receiver impact. This is what the debate is, obviously, because
you have some running backs that are that impactful.
Right. You being running back, you being running back, you like running backs, fine and dandy. And as me being the person who loves wide receivers, and that this is where the debate is. I'm telling you, there's no way in the HE double hockey sticks that Antonio Gates with LaDainian Tomlinson. Let's be clear. Let's remember that LaDainian Tomlinson didn't play his entire career either as a Charger either. So you're never getting me to believe that Patrick Mahomes and those weapons were less of weapons than what the Chargers ever had. You're never getting
passing yards that Phillip Rivers has in his career. Where he ranks at Phillip Rivers?
I do also know that. Yeah.
Pull it up. He's like in the top 7. He's like in the top 7 all time.
He's in the top 7. You know how many times he goes back to pass? You know how many times he went back to pass in his last 4 seasons? A lot. A lot. Because he had no real weaponry at the running back position like that. He had running backs by committee. And he had Allen.
Austin Eckler? Austin Eckler?
He's a running back by committee. Yes, running
Austin
back by
Eckler had
committee.
Austin Eckler's had stop it. Austin Eckler had like 100 catches.
I just said running back by committee, which means he runs.
Oh no, that's not running back by committee. He was their primary running back. He caught a lot of balls.
Did Austin Eckler have 1,000-yard seasons running the football?
Running back.
Did he have 1,000-yard seasons running the football?
Running back by committee is like 3 or 4 running backs taking the load. That's a running back by committee, not a running back who catches a lot of balls. That's what you just said.
Watch this. I know what I'm saying, and I'm
okay. That's not a running back by committee.
3-down back, yes or no?
Yes.
No, he's not. He's never been a.
Yes.
Marcus
there he was. There he was.
Okay, watch this.
There he was.
This is where I bust
there
your
he was.
Hold on.
Okay, let me ask you this. Is Alvin Kamara a 3-down back? Is Alvin Kamara a 3-down back?
Is
Alvin Kamara a 3-down back? Is Alvin prime Alvin Kamara? Is he a 3-down back?
Yes.
Yes, Alvin Kamara was a 3-down back, sir.
Okay, Alvin Kamara has never had a 1,000-yard rushing season. Did you know that?
Did you know that?
Did you know that? He's never had 1,000 yards. So you're saying that's not what he does. That's not what Alvin Kamara has never had a 1,000-yard rushing season ever.
Okay, but he's the primary runner. You want to know why he's the primary runner? Hold on. But do you want to know why he's the primary runner?
James Cook has had
no. Let me answer the question. Do you know why he's the primary runner? Just answer the question. It's real simple.
Because he can do both.
No, sir, it's because Drew Brees drops back to pass.
6 touchdowns in one game.
No, sir.
You know what back has the most singles? You know what back has the most touchdowns in a season?
Are you kidding me?
You know what running back has the most touchdowns in a season? You know what running back has the most touchdowns in a season? Because I do.
Running back you. Go ahead, running back you.
LaDainian Tomlinson, he had like 23 touchdowns.
Yes, we know LaDainian Tomlinson.
Okay, so what are we talking about here? I'm trying to enlighten
what am I talking about?
He was in a running back by committee. Austin Eckler is the same type of back that Alvin Kamara is. He's the new age type back that's like 800 yards rushing and like 600 yards receiving, or 100 catches from a running back. They basically use their running back as another receiver, kind of like the way the Rams used to do with Marshall Faulk. He was a matchup nightmare. They would go 3 wides. They would have Bruce, Holt, and Oz Hakeem, and then they would motion Marshall Faulk out into the damn Marshall. They would motion him.
Marcus the alphabet. Really? Marcus, sir. Marcus, you're telling me that the Chargers wasn't a run by committee, sir? Tell me, watch this. And this is where I kill him, because this is where I do research, sir. No, my ass. I don't want to hear it. Marcus, Tell me what seasons Austin Eckler had more than 200 carries per season in a season.
He's
Go
not.
ahead and tell me.
That's not what he does. It's like when y'all sit up here and argue about.
Sir,
Listen. I'm trying.
Do not move the goalposts because
I'm not moving the goalposts. You're not listening. If you let me explain, I'll explain it to you.
I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna put it out there.
I'm trying to explain it to you, but you're going in circles.
Go ahead. No, I ain't going in circles.
Comparing Austin Eckler as a regular running back is like comparing Lamar Jackson as a regular quarterback. Oh, he only threw for 3,000 yards. Yes, he threw for 3,000 yards, but he ran for 1,200 also. So he got his 5,000. He will never be a 5,000-yard guy. Just like Austin Eckler and Alvin Kamara, who's never had a 1,000-yard season. It's the new age running back. The new age running back are guys that can run the ball and catch the ball.
Well,
How many catches did James Cook have this year? How many catches did James Cook have this year? He barely gets 1,000 yards, and he gets another freaking five, 6.
James Cook had 1,200 yards. That's not bad.
Okay. I'm saying this year. But before that, he was like 1090, like barely 1,000, 1090, and then he adds another 500 or 600 yards.
So wait a minute. So James Cook is a workhorse back? That's what you're telling me?
James Cook.
Answer the question. James Cook is considered
the modern type of back. He's a dual threat type back.
Workhorse back. Stop deflecting and stop changing the narrative.
Are you asking if he's a 3-down back?
Yes, he knows what I'm talking about. Marcus the Alphabets has literally been on shows. Hold on, watch this.
If you're asking
Marcus the Alphabet, I'm trying to say this again. Marcus the Alphabets literally has been on shows and literally ridiculed running backs for the amount of carries they've had per season. Marcus the Alphabets was the one who told me that 250 carries a season was workhorse type back type numbers for a running back. Workhorse, sir, is what I said. So if you're not a workhorse back, right, then that means you're probably sharing the carries with somebody else, correct?
That's not what that means. No, I just tried to explain it to you, and again, you're not listening. You have the workhorse type backs, and then you have the dual threat type.
I know what a workhorse back, and I know what a dual threat is.
Dual threat type backs are a guy like
A-Chan
or like A-Chan from Miami. A-Chan is 190 pounds. If you give him 250 carries, he will break. He will break.
He's not a workhorse back. Thank you. I know. You don't got to. I know what I'm saying. Marcus is trying to confuse everybody and make it seem like I'm not
confused. I'm trying to explain to you.
Okay, again, I asked you a simple question. Marcus, is very simple. In the 16-game seasons that Austin Eckler has played, in the seasons Austin Eckler has played in general, tell me a season where Austin Eckler has had more than 180 carries.
It's not about the carries, Torch, which I keep trying to explain to you. It is about, hey, listen to me. I'm trying to explain this to you. You're not listening. Linda, listen, Linda.
No, I ain't no damn Linda. Ain't no damn Linda.
Listen.
Ain't no damn Linda.
It's not about the carries. It's about the touches.
Okay,
touches means carries plus catches.
Okay.
I
know what that means.
Austin Eckler will never be Derrick Henry. And that's the reason why they were having an issue with his contract. The same reason y'all were having an issue with James Cook's contract, because he's not a 300 carry type back. If you gave James Cook 300 carries, he would break. He would fall apart. But if you give him 200 carries and you give him 100 catches, then, and that's the reason that when he said, I want $20 million. Do you remember that? When he was asking for $20 million like Saquon Barkley? You remember that? Like Derrick Henry? Right. And Brandon B laughed in his face. Do y'all remember that? The reason why is because he's not a workhorse type back, a 275, 300 carry guy. But he is a 300 touch guy. That means catching and running.
So
Okay,
Marcus,
that's what I've been
even
trying to
I
explain to
listen,
you.
and I already
Okay.
know what you're saying. That's nothing new. You're not
Okay,
teaching
so
me
stop
anything.
saying.
What
Then
I'm
stop saying.
no. What I'm telling you is to stop
Okay.
trying to equate that as if that equates to a wide receiver's impact as it pertains to a tight end, sir. You running back and wide receiver.
It's
You're
about
never
work distribution. It's about work
okay.
distribution.
And majority, hold on,
Okay,
watch this.
so
And tell
okay,
me this. Hold on, since you talk about work distribution, right?
yeah, work distribution.
Tell
Work
me how many catches Tyreek Hill has had, sir. Since you talk about work distribution.
later on in his
No,
career,
don't make no excuses now later on.
later
Now
on
you
in
want
his
to get
career,
all mouth
but
talk.
later on in his career, he's had maybe
Now you want to
100
get mouth
catches.
talk.
But the
Maybe.
fact that Tyreek Hill still gets 1,000 yards, he still gets 1,000 yards, and Tyreek Hill's been going 3 years, and they've won 2 more championships without Tyreek.
Okay.
With Pacheco.
Yes. So would you say the Kansas City Chiefs offense is by committee, sir? Would you say it's by committee, sir? What? Marcus, if you sit here right now and tell that damn lie that the damn Kansas City Chiefs offense ain't by committee, I'm going to say, I might put my
what are we talking about?
For the rest of the night. That
he spreads the ball. Mahomes spreads the ball around. He spreads the ball. That's what he does. He spreads the ball.
So that would, if you're spreading it around, that would be by committee, correct? That's committee, right? When you spread the ball around, that's committee, right? That would be community. Part of the word committee is community. Committee.
Yes, but
community.
it's not. Okay, but that means no. What that means, though, you know what a committee is? You want to know what a committee is? I'll give you an example of a committee. You ready?
I know. Go ahead.
The Green Bay Packers. That's a committee.
Okay.
That's a committee.
And guess who owns the Green Bay Packers? A community does.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
I'm
not.
Talking about
team structure, right? We're talking about team structure.
We're talking about the wide receiver core.
So hold on, let me talk about my team, sir. You're talking about my team.
Okay. Who's the number one receiver? Okay. Who's the number one receiver on Green Bay? Who's the number one receiver on Green Bay? Tell me who has 1,000 yards every year on the Green Bay Packers.
None of them.
Okay, so it's a committee. It's not like the Kansas City Chiefs.
And that's what I'm. Okay,
it's not like the.
Wait a minute. You just said, sir. You just said they don't have 1,000 yards, so it's by committee, right? But I just gave you the same notion when I said that these running backs don't have 1,000 yards. So that means other people was getting touches of the football, right? You told me because they're dual backs that doesn't mean that they're by committee.
You said a wide receiver. You said a wide receiver core. Yes, you have some like Green Bay. They don't have a one alpha. They don't have a Jamar Chase. They don't have a Tyreek Hill. The point I'm trying to make to you is
the simple question is this: while we getting on all of this, all I said was in plain simple English. If Antonio Gates was on the Kansas City Chiefs, the time that Travis Kelce was on the team, are we having a different conversation about Antonio Gates and would he have had an even better career? If so,
maybe.
Would
Gronk be the same? Would Gronk be the same type of tight end if he didn't have Brady his entire career? I mean, we could play hypotheticals all day. Would he be the same? You do know that Gronk never played with anybody else.
Watch this, and this is where I make my point. No, I know Gronk's from here, sir. Gronk played high school football right here. What are we talking about? Again, okay. So watch this.
I got it.
So I'm gonna tell you
the same tight end if he didn't play with Brady his entire career.
Yo, if who would have played with Brady his entire career? Antonio Gates.
If Gronk wouldn't have played with Brady his entire career, would he be this awesome tight end that we have?
No, I don't think so. And that's and that was part of my point too. I feel like Antonio Gates, the offensive scheme for Kansas City was better than the offensive scheme for the Chargers. Obviously, seeing that the Chiefs have won multiple Super Bowls. I mean, obviously they have more impact. So that, to me, I would say that the Chiefs had a better offense than the Chargers did, which was my point and why I'm about to rank these 5 the way I'm going to rank them. Marcus is trying to, I don't know what Marcus was trying to do. Well, telling me, all I said was wide receiver impact to me when it comes to a tight end is more important as it pertains to receiving than running backs coming out the backfield. These dual running backs that you keep talking about. That's
the wave now. They don't want God. Do you know why Adrian Peterson?
I get what the wave is now, but Antonio Gates didn't play now. So why are we bringing up a now wave to a player who didn't play now? That's not the wave. That's not the same way. He played in a different era. That's a different time. That's why I said this. Again,
but when you don't have any receivers,
Tyreek Hill is a great. Tyreek Hill was a great.
Yeah, when you don't have any receivers, we have some teams out there that their wide receiver core is so bad. I don't want to say anything bad about Tony Gonzalez, but Tony Gonzalez was kind of like in the same type of situation where because their wide receiver core was so trash, he was basically their wide receiver one. Gronk, the Patriots wide receivers until Randy Moss was there was so bad that Gronk was basically their number one receiver. So it's really more out of necessity than really talent. It's like, okay, you're the best pass catcher here. You're our best pass catcher. So what we're going to throw the ball to you because our receivers are trash. When you're out there with Julian Edelman ain't no number one. Wes Welker ain't no damn number one. So who's it? He's 6'6".
Edelman short enough played the one. He short enough played it for a while.
When he was asking for number one money when he came up on his contract, you know what the Patriots told him? Hell no. And that's why he ended up with the Broncos. Dude, you got 120 catches because you're catching 5-yard outs or drags the entire game. You're not a true number one wide receiver. You got a lot of catches, but you're not a number one receiver.
I don't know where you're lost at, Dwayne. That's kind of funny. Now all of a sudden you're lost. Whatever. Anyway,
rank your receivers though. I want to hear your ranking.
Thank you. This is why I was gonna rank my receivers the way I was. First of all, he's a tight end.
Well, I love this. I love the madness.
I told you this was Monday Night Madness.
Almost an hour on the one slide.
That's right. Because this is Monday Night Madness. This is what happened. Marcus the Alphabet's gonna need to repent on Monday, and I'm telling you, like that baby video that you said, he's still after an hour and a half gonna be on Father God because of Marcus.
Still on the announcements. Yep.
Right, still on the announcements because of Marcus. Listen, Chris Carter to me is number 1. Reggie Wayne is number 2. I don't know how Reggie Wayne, where the disrespect for Reggie Wayne came in. I just once again said about receivers who you didn't know who was number 1 and number 2. And I'm be honest with you, there was a time where Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne was playing and you ain't know who number 1 was for a minute, for a good minute. Reggie Wayne is a beast. I'm giving Reggie Wayne his props. He a better receiver than Brandon Marshall. He's a better receiver than Jimmy Smith. I might even put Jimmy Smith is number 3. No, you know what? Is Jimmy Smith the leading receiver all time in Jacksonville Jaguar history? I would think he is.
It's either him or Keenan McCardell. I don't know who it is because they played. It was either him or Keenan McCardell.
Okay, so it's one or the other, right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly, but it's one of the Keenan McCardell or Jimmy Smith. I don't know which one.
Okay, cool. So now I had to unplug my headphones because we got a caller, and I want the caller to be able to hear y'all while y'all talking too. So let me do this real quick because I know my AC be on. But my ranks is Chris Carter, Reggie Wayne, Travis Kelce is 3, Jimmy Smith 4, Brandon Marshall could be last, dead last. Now, caller, what up?
What up, bro? Told me to call you.
Yeah, I told you to call because you got to explain this to me. I love football and I like football a lot. You got to tell me how Antonio Gates, if he was a Kansas City Chief, would have done less.
If in my opinion, if Antonio Gates was with the Chiefs, with all the weapons they had, he would not have gotten the yards or the targets he got when he was with the Chargers, because there was more weapons to fall around, more people to feed with the Chiefs. When he was with the Chargers, it was him and LT for the most part. If he would have
That's
been,
wrong.
And Kelsey, it was him and Hill.
you had to feed Kelsey, you had to feed the running backs, you had to quick run and Gates. He might have been 2 or 3 on the food chain, meaning he would have got significantly less targets, which means obviously he would have got less yards. And that might have changed.
Wait a minute though. I kind of don't agree with that, and here's why. Besides Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey, who's the other? I mean, again, who I'm not understanding. Make that for me personally. I would think that he would get more yards, and here's why: he's more athletic, better hands, and to be honest with you, when we talk about crisp route running, Antonio Gates literally could not only catch a 50-50 ball over everybody because he played basketball, but he also knew how to run routes damn well. And Travis Kelsey still had 1,000-yard seasons on the teams you're talking about.
I also want to say one thing too, Trey.
My point is this: you bringing up his physical attributes is fine and dandy, but the difference was as far as how the scheme was set up. And
right.
This is actually why Cheetah left. Because Cheetah realized after a while, he wanted them targets. If Cheetah was less selfish, if he wasn't as selfish as he was, they won't tell her how many damn rings KC would have, even more so, because he wanted the ball all the time. That's why Miami is pretty much ass now, because he wants the ball. And when they start phasing them out because they start using more cleared out and working underneath, the team gets better. Now, I'm talking about when you put Antonio Gates, and in my opinion, Antonio Gates still would have been a factor, but if the tight ends are getting open when you got speed. I mean, remember, Cheetah was the fastest one out there, but he wasn't the only receiver that was fast that they had. You got all that was clearing that out from underneath. So if Cheetah wasn't the one that had to get his targets, then you could have helped. Antonio Gates could have got the ball. But Antonio Gates got way more targets with the Chargers than he would have ever got at KC. It's not even close. I understand his athleticism, but the targets he got with the Chargers, he wouldn't have got that many targets with Kansas City.
Here's the other thing we have to understand.
Oh, hold on. Listen to what Dwayne Whitley said. Wait a minute. Dwayne Whitley said, I don't agree with your take, bro. Every quarterback has their favorite dependable catcher to bail them out. Antonio Gates would have been his favorite target for Mahomes, too. So he would have had a lot of receiving yards.
I agree with that.
And I agree with that 110%.
But see, the point is, the reason KC's offense was so explosive, because you had Cheetah and you had McCole Hartman, all of them out there that could run 4-2. And they stretched the field, which made the underneath stuff so open. And if you didn't cover the deep, then those easy touchdowns. The problem was with Chargers, you didn't have nobody to stretch the ball deep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, nobody stretched.
So wait a minute. So I could do my famous Marcus the Alphabets impression right now. It would be a perfect time for me to do that. It would be the perfect time to say who you play with matters. Who you perfect time, right? Perfect timing.
Listen, I'll tell you this. If Antonio Gates was with the Chiefs and Kelsey was with the Chargers, you might not even know who Kelsey is.
Oh,
wow. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Come on. That's a little too much.
Which supports my thought even more. Which supports it even more. That was my whole point of bringing him up. That was my whole point of bringing up Antonio Gates. Thank you.
Gates, in my opinion,
yes.
As far as physical attribute, was a better tight end attribute-wise.
Come on. That was my whole point. That was my point right there. We talk about dual running backs and wide receivers, and that was my whole point right there. yes, to me, Antonio Gates is an all-around better tight end than Travis Kelce. That's my whole point. That's why I said I don't know if I put him on. I don't know where I'm gonna rank Travis Kelce on that bottom
Okay,
list.
but when you just say a better tight end, he's a better athlete, he's a better this, he's a better that. Who was a better athlete, Tom Brady or Cam Newton? That's the same type of comparison that you're making. You're saying, well, he's better this or he's better that. Okay, because you're a really, I watched Jason Witten. How athletic was Jason Witten? Because he was Tony Romo's favorite target.
You know what?
You know what bailed
out? Hold on. You know what did Jason Witten so good? Jason Witten knew how to run routes, and that's key.
Witten is nowhere near the athleticism of any of them two. No.
Correct. But Jason Witten, you know why Jason Witten was so good, though? No, I'm just saying why he was good. The reason why Jason Witten was so good,
because everybody else around him. That's why.
Marcus, you agree with that? You agree with that? Because Marcus over here, Marcus got the nasty taste look in his mouth.
We're just throwing away.
Marcus, the alphabet.
We're just throwing away Dez Bryant. We're just getting rid of Dez Bryant.
Say it again, Marcus.
We're just gonna dismiss Dez Bryant.
He said you just gonna dismiss Dez Bryant.
I read what Dez Bryant. What are you talking about? I missed that.
Oh, you said Jason Witten didn't play with nobody.
You said Jason Witten didn't play with nobody.
Not in comparison. No. I said he got good because of the people he played with. Witten was good, but as far as an athletic standpoint compared to Gates, no, he's not no Antonio Gates.
I agree with you, Mark.
No, if Antonio Gates was in Dallas and Jason Witten was in the Chargers, Gates might have a couple Super Bowls.
Thank you. That's what I'm just. That's why I mentioned him.
Listen, it matters who you play with. Antonio Gates was one of the best physically gifted tight ends that played.
Exactly.
When you put him next to Tony Gonzalez, when you're the number one receiver on your team at tight end, and the other team knows you're the number one, and you still get numbers.
Gronk was so. See, like, and you're making a point. You're making a point for me. Gronk was such a threat. Really, the only threat that they had in the passing game. There were games where Buffalo would put their number one corner on him.
Yep.
Do you know how good of a receiving threat that you got to be when they decide to put a number one corner on you?
The Bills used to put the number one corner on Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah. Everybody in the league started putting a number one guy on Gronk. Gronk is the GOAT.
That's what I'm saying. So it was because the Patriots wide receiver core sucked. So sometimes it's not that you're really this great tight end, it's that your wide receivers around you, you're the best receiving option on your team, even though you're a tight end. I think
wait a minute. Are you saying that in reference to Antonio Gates, or are you saying that in reference to Travis Kelce?
What I'm saying is Travis Kelce still had what I'm saying is Travis Kelce still had 1,000-yard seasons even after Tyreek left.
Okay. And Antonio Gates was a monster. You already know his stats. So all I said was the reason why I'm going to rank the bottom list the way I am is because if you would have put Antonio Gates on the Chiefs, do you get a better? Because to me, I think Antonio Gates is better than Travis Kelce. That's just me.
Antonio Gates. I'm glad he made it into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I mean,
I agree with that. I
got another name for you.
He'll be a bigger mismatch than Kelce.
But watch this. But everybody blows Kelce up. That's why everybody blows Kelce up. That's why I mentioned Antonio Gates, because they blow Kelce up. And I'm saying, put Travis Kelce on a team like the Chargers. Would he have been the same? Travis
I
Kelce.
got another name for y'all. I got another name for y'all. And I always liked him, and I just felt like they didn't ever use him in a way that he could have really shined. Ready? Vernon Davis.
Oh, Vernon Davis was a
Vernon
nightmare.
Davis.
Now, here's the funny part. Yo, Torch, here's the funny part.
Yep.
I was just about to bring up Vernon Davis. I kicked it with him in LA. If he was on one of them teams, you talk about changing up legacies.
Right. See,
Legacies change.
See, that's what I'm
Who
saying.
you
If
play
you're
with
one of
it
them teams.
when Alex Smith is dumping the ball down on every damn play and Vernon Davis is running down the field wide open. You know Vernon Davis was 6'3.5", 250 pounds, and ran a 4.3. I think he's the fastest tight end that's ever run at the combine. And they couldn't get on the ball.
That is 1,000% correct on that one.
Yeah. I know.
If
know.
Vernon Davis was with the Chiefs, his legacy would be totally different.
That's what I'm saying. So watch this. And it gets even deeper. It gets a little deeper. The reason why I brought up Antonio Gates. Because sports and media now has this, and it's been for a while, but it's blatant even more now, where Black athletes are held on a smaller string than other athletes. These other athletes from other cultures get bigged up the whole 9 yards. Travis Kelce, Rob Gronkowski, but we don't mention Antonio Gates. You didn't. I mean, Vernon Davis, I've never really heard him mentioned in any real conversations, but yet, when you really
that's
think
unfortunate.
You see what I'm
because
saying?
You want to talk about somebody physically gifted with Vernon Davis.
Right, but that's why I brung up Antonio Gates in this whole conversation to begin with.
I agree.
Talk about this
that.
list. That's why I brung him up, because I feel that Antonio Gates with the Chiefs, his legacy is totally different. He wins those same Super Bowls. He wins all those same Super Bowls. And to me, he has the career. He might even have a better career because with spacing and you having threats that you did on the Chiefs, Antonio Gates would have got off. Do you understand? The Chiefs running game might even – you talk about tight ends and running back. The Chiefs running game might even been even better.
And this is why it's even more of a travesty right now. Speaking of tight ends, and we're talking about the black tight end, this is why it's even more of a travesty what's going on with Kyle Pitts. There's no reason. There's absolutely no reason, Torch, that this guy shouldn't be having a career like that. You have Bijan Robinson. You have Drake London on the outside. You got Drake London on the outside. How the hell do you not get this dude the ball? How do you not do that? Arthur Smith should never be allowed to coordinate an offense ever in life. Ever. When you have that type of talent. Do you know that Kyle Pitts went before Jamar Chase?
They're wasting that kid's career.
He went before Jamar Chase. I think he went 4 and Chase went at 5. How do you not get the ball to Kyle Pitts? George, we did a draft show in 2020. Me, you, and Mona, we were on the damn air for like 5 hours. And when they drafted Kyle Pitts at number 4, we looked at each other like, what the hell is Atlanta doing? Kyle Pitts should be, if you put Kyle Pitts in the offense where they utilize him the right way, if you put Kyle Pitts on the Chiefs and you use him like the way that the Broncos used to use Shannon Sharp.
I got a good comparison. I got a real good comparison. Good comparison. If you would have put Kyle Pitts on the Ravens, do he have the same career as Mark Andrews?
He's a better do you want to know what Kyle Pitts is? You want to know what Kyle Pitts is? You want to know what Kyle Pitts is? Kyle Pitts is a fact. His
blocking is an issue.
All right.
Kyle Pitts is a faster, likely.
Hold on.
In a Ravens offense, you can forget it.
If you put Kyle Pitts is a faster Isaiah Likely.
Mm.
He's a
So,
faster Isaiah.
Isaiah Likely likes to block people. Kyle
Yeah,
Pitts
but
does not
as a
block.
receiver,
He's nowhere
I
near
think he's
blocking like Isaiah Likely.
I think he's
That's
an
part of the
awesome
problem.
athlete. He's an incredible athlete too.
Marcus, he said Kyle Pitts' blocking is a problem, though.
It is.
That's his problem.
Okay, yeah, probably,
Bring the
but
energy
I don't
on
give a.
offense, but he like, if you back there with the ball, I'm not gonna block like that.
And you know what? I don't give a damn because I'm putting him in. I'm flexing him out, and I'm lining him up on the linebacker, and I'm throwing the ball to him every damn time. I don't give a damn if he can't block. With receiving skills like that, I wouldn't even give a damn. I wouldn't give a damn. We spent the damn hour on one slide.
But see, here's the problem when you coaching players. If the scheme that you want to run is not accommodating all your players, especially your stars, and they feel the kind of way, unfortunately, that's the mindset of the players are, especially nowadays. If you put him in a different offense that did cater to the tight end even a little bit more or did more play action, in Kyle Pitts, he might go to top 10 in the league.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts. I really
is,
like Kyle Pitts.
Their top players is Bijan. You got to block, and he don't block that great.
But speaking of number one options, we had got off about tight ends being a number one option. Who's the number one receiving threat for the for the Las Vegas Raiders right now? It's an easy answer. Do you see what I'm saying? Because they don't have any receivers. They don't have any receivers. So a lot of times it ends up being.
But their offense is catered to him.
Would it be if they still had prime? If they still had prime,
They had Devontae Adams.
if they still had prime Devontae Adams, would it be? Because again, when you're number one,
Devontae Adams, would it still be that way?
When you're not,
Who had the prime Devontae Adams?
If the Raiders had prime Devontae Adams, would it still be that way? No.
like
No.
this.
The Raiders' problem is it's the offense that whoever offensive system they have. Remember, you talk about the Raiders, they had Dave Casper.
Okay, and who was the receiver? Who was the receiver when Casper was there? Name the receiver who was there when Casper was there.
Historically threw the ball to the tight end, but the ran 100 meters back in like 9 songs.
Okay, who was the tight end?
The tight end underneath to catch the ball.
Okay, who was the tight end when Tim Brown and Jerry Rice were there? Who was the tight end when Tim Brown and Jerry Rice was there?
And you got a tight end underneath the play action throw the ball to.
Gotcha.
Who was the tight end when Jerry
the
Rice
tight
and
end
Tim
when
Brown was there?
Jerry Rice and Tim Brown played?
Kid, the one that made the catch. Not him, not made the catch. No,
That was in 2002 when they played the Bucks in the Super Bowl. You see, you can't even think of who he is.
I can't remember who he was. But the thing about
Because he was a nobody. Because he was a nobody. That's why you can't remember him because he was a nobody. Because they had Jerry Rice and Tim Brown. No, Brent Jones with the 49ers.
Sounds like you got two callers.
Yep, I do actually.
That's who the 49ers.
Hold on, y'all.
Brent Jones with the 49ers when Steve Young was
Hello.
there. What up? What up? What up? We got, hold on. Let me make sure I merge the calls. We got Ron on the line and we have Marcus on the line.
Thought that sounded like Ron.
I'm with Marcus on this because you got to have a good quarterback to give Kyle Pitts the ball.
Mm.
And two, we have not had no good quarterback in the last 4 years.
I like
Okay.
it.
We got one now.
Who's the quarterback for the Raiders?
Penny.
It don't even
Hey.
matter who the
He's
Who's
talking
the quarterback for
about
the
two different.
Raiders?
He's
Y'all
talking
had
about two different
everybody
things.
and their mama over there.
Geno Smith is the starter for the Raiders. He's going to be the starter this year for the Raiders. Geno Smith.
Okay, wait a minute. Other than Brock Bowers, who was the other wide receiver? No. Other than Brock Bowers, who was the other wide receiver on that Raiders team?
Y'all don't have receivers.
No.
Go
You making my point for me. Brock Bowers was the first wide receiver and tight end for the Raiders.
Okay.
So all they just had to do just give Brock Bowers the ball and he would do the rest.
Yeah.
So my point is, you talk about why Kyle Pitts don't get the ball. There are more people to give the ball to with Kyle Pitts. But the thing about Kyle Pitts is because of the fact that they got Bijan, they got Drake London, they got other people, and because of the fact you talk about the quarterback situation, they got to have a better quarterback.
We do got to have a better quarterback.
The Raiders.
Was the echo in the background? It sounds like it's kids in the background.
Yeah, Ron, you got to hang up.
I'm a Georgia fan. So I watch Brock Bowers in college.
Yeah, I saw him too. That's why he was picked so high. He probably might be one of the top 3 tight ends in the league. But we talking about Kyle Pitts and while Kyle Pitts is not being a factor in Atlanta.
Okay, you got other weapons on the team.
That's what I said. There's other weapons out there, and their offense is not catered toward throwing him the football the way the offense is catered to throw the ball to Brock Bowers.
He's right. He's absolutely right.
They had one option, just give Brock Bowers the ball.
What is that echo in the
We
background?
don't got that option in Atlanta. You got.
I'm sorry, y'all echoing. I think it's Ron's phone. He's gonna have to call back.
Yeah, I think it's wrong.
Ron's phone was echoing. I get it, he was making good points, but his phone.
Call back.
If you tried to cater the ball, target the ball to Kyle Pitts more, I mean, you just don't have that type of mismatch anywhere in the league at his size.
He's right. He's right. The offense in Atlanta is not catered to
any team.
Is not catered to Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, but the thing about it, when you draft the tight end at 4, he better be catered to your damn.
Yes, well that's where Arthur Smith. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the guy last year too.
We got Arthur Smith and Arthur Blank.
who's the young black Raheem Morris?
Yeah.
Is it Raheem Morris?
Yeah.
Raheem Morris.
It's the same difference. And now they've already kind of said that Bijan Robinson is going to be the focal point because Bijan Robinson is coming up on a contract here. We talk about these running back contracts, these running back salaries. Bijan Robinson's about to get the bag. If James Cook just got $11 million per year, how much is Bijan going to get? How much is Gibbs going to get? So I still don't think Pitts is really going to get to shine until he probably gets out of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably going to have to leave Atlanta to really shine.
What do you say? What do you say about somebody getting out of Atlanta?
Yeah, he said Pitt's going to have to get out of Atlanta to be able to shine.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He got to go. And if he gets out of Atlanta and he gets with a quarterback and a team that absolutely that spreads you out, so now you get the mismatches, they'll be like, where did this come from?
Yep.
Let's go on to these head coaches. We're gonna try to get at least 3
listen,
topics.
I'm telling you, this is Monday Night Madness. We be in it. We be in it to win it. We the only show could talk a whole hour about ranking wide receivers and on the joint. This is the only show. You can get into it all day long. We got this conversation. Head coaches. I want to get into these head coaches rankings. I got plenty of rankings. I got defensive tackle rankings, the whole 9 yards. We're going to get into during the season. And we're going to see if we agree with these rankings. All right. Ron, your phone was echoing, my guy. I need you to either get on the show or you gotta do something about the phone because it's echoing. I'm sorry. You was making good points, though. I appreciate your points for sure. All right. Number 1, Andy Reid.
No issues.
No issue?
None.
All right, we're going to keep going then. If we have no issues, either no issue.
No, that's obvious.
Okay. Marcus, no issue?
What about me?
Yeah.
Andy Reid, number one. And anybody got an issue with Andy Reid, let me know.
Okay. I'm gonna say Betts. I'm gonna say Betts Herring, so you guys can know which Marcus I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Number 2, Sean McVay.
Yeah.
No issue.
I ain't got a problem with that.
I think Sean McVay, what he's done.
The best team in the league.
Sean McVay, we gotta. What Sean McVay's doing over there with the Rams, we gotta. And then he's young. He's young. He's like
Rams
he's
might
really
be the second best team in the league. Top 3.
okay. You got a 37-year-old quarterback, and for many years, because when he got
Stafford healthy, they gonna be a problem.
definitely. I mean, besides quarterback, they're pretty young, except at quarterback. But that's a big thing. If Stafford goes down, you're going to war with Stetson Bennett. That's what you're going to war with. I wish that they in the draft they had really addressed
the Georgia Bulldog. You going to war with the Georgia Bulldog?
Yeah. So I don't know. I like Sean McVay. I don't think he gets enough credit for what he's done. Been to 2 Super Bowls, won one.
I don't like McVay being up there, top 3.
I think they really what they do over there, and him and Les Snead. I think what they do over there is like really nice.
All right. Well, now that we know we got a lot of Rams likers, 49ers coach Kyle Shanahan, number 3.
Hell no. Hell no.
No.
No. Hell
No.
no.
Absolutely not.
And he should be
Top
on the
three is way too high for Shanahan.
for all of the backlash that Sean McDermott gets. I think that we really have to we got to start looking at Shanahan, because we've seen a continuous pattern with this guy in the biggest of moments. 28-3 OC with the Atlanta Falcons. And then 2 times you had the Chiefs on the ropes and you let them off the ropes. I don't want to hear anything else about Kyle Shanahan. And I believe he should be on the hot seat. And I also believe that we're about to find out about Brock Purdy. We're about to find out about Brock Purdy this year. Now that he don't have now that he ain't playing with the Monstars this year, we're going to find out about Brock Purdy, because a lot of it is, Brock Purdy, he's playing on a rookie contract, $900K a year, and you get to surround him with all these weapons. Well, Debo's gone now. Ayuk ain't coming back to about week 7. Christian McCaffrey's coming off of a torn ACL. Their running back depth. Jordan Mason's gone. Isaac Guerrero got hurt. Trent Williams is 36 years old. They lost their entire defense. We're about to find out about them real quick. I'm gonna call my shot right now. Y'all ready? I'm gonna call my shot. Hey Dre, I'm on UTEP's 2-step them right now. I'm on UTEP.
We're listening.
The 49ers might come in last place in the division like they did last year.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
The 49ers might come in last place. Y'all know that the 49ers came in last place in the division last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They very well could come in again. Because when you look, they got older. They lost Hufanga. They lost Dre Greenlaw. They lost the quarterback. They lost Debo. They lost their depth at running back. How many of us believe that Christian McCaffrey will get hurt this year? Knock on wood, I'm not wishing injury on anybody. But who thinks that Christian McCaffrey plays 17 games this year? Raise your hand.
The reason I had my hand raised, you asked if he's going to get hurt. You changed the question.
I'm not wishing injury on anybody, but Christian McCaffrey will miss some games. Nick Bosa, just like his old noodle brain brother, he's gonna miss some damn games too. He's gonna miss some damn games too. Because that's what them Bosa boys do. They miss games. Yeah, I said it. Y'all up there celebrating getting Joey Bosa with his
I was not.
I can't believe. I still can't believe that. But okay. Number 4, John Harbaugh.
Hell no.
He should be on the hot seat this year.
He needs to be.
No, stop it.
Stop it. Why?
Stop it. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
John Harbaugh is number 4 to you, Ethan?
No, I'm waiting to hear what Herring's trying to say. He's like, no. I'm waiting to hear what.
Marcus, why is he not number 4, Herring?
He's not number 4 because the same issue they bring up with Lamar did in the playoffs and all of that. A lot of that is coaching. They went up against, when they had the number 1 rushing offense, Kansas City gave up the most rushing yards. You have Lamar throw the ball 40 times against that Kansas City defense that was number 1 against the pass. Stop it. No, that's coaching. You tried to trick them. It didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely not.
2 words. Hell no.
Absolutely not.
Hell no.
And all that because he wanted. I get it. He got in the Super Bowl and all of that. That shit only lasted so long, bro. Stop that.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Marcus, and that's and see, and this is where me and you part. This is where we part ways because you said that stuff only goes so long. But just last week, you said that if the Bills don't go deep this week,
I stand on that.
and you should give him two. You should give him another season after this one.
Harbaugh is ranked over McDermott, and McDermott has sent Harbaugh home twice in the playoffs. Twice.
Okay, but you said because it only goes so long. So how about losing 4 straight times to the Chiefs? That how many times do you get to do that and get to keep your job?
4 out of 5.
I'm not talking about the Chiefs. I said Andy Reid is number 1. I said
Harbaugh is
nowhere ahead of McDermott. No chance.
But no, the argument that I'm saying that the argument that you made was he keeps messing up in the playoffs. What is the difference? Except one has a Super Bowl win, and the other one keeps losing to the same team 4 times in a row. You said you want to give him that grace for that, but you wouldn't give.
I know what I said. I said, and I'm a McDermott guy. I said if the Bills don't win with the next 2 years, a change has to be made.
Why 2 years? So can we give Harbaugh 2 years too?
We talk about with the Ravens. The Ravens have had 8, 9 Pro Bowlers last 2 years, and y'all not getting nowhere near them. Y'all ain't getting into the AFC Championship.
Oh, I see what he's saying. He's saying the Bills haven't had the same amount of Pro Bowlers either.
The amount of
No, the Bills.
Can I say something?
Pro Bowlers like the Ravens. Stop that. No.
Can I say
but he also has to. And again, I know you don't want to hear this, and you get mad every time I say it. But it's
here
just
he comes. I knew it. He can't go a show without saying it. He can't go a show without saying it.
When you play in a cupcake ass division, and you get to go 6-0, and you get to go 6-0 or 5-1.
The Bills beating all the same teams that anybody that Ravens is beating. The Bills are beating the Ravens. They beat the Ravens. They beat up on the Cowboys.
You beat up, you lost to Jacksonville, and you got a losing record to Jacksonville. When you play out of your division, it's an unfamiliar foe. The bottom line is the AFC North is a more brutal division.
Who's the number 1 team?
This ain't that hard. Marcus Herring, this ain't that hard, bro.
He said, hold on, watch this. Hold on. Marcus Herring said this to you, Marcus Betts. He said the games matter in December and January. Why you keep trying to
Is that
go?
correct?
He said you like. He
You're
said
right.
you like an elder. He said you like an elder at a Baptist church, always trying to go to the Old Testament to preach.
No, I'm not going to the Old Testament. No, what it is you have no. Let me respond. Let me respond. What it is you have recency bias. Marcus,
Nobody want to hear that cupcake stuff.
Marcus, Linda, listen. Marcus, last year, the AFC West sent 3 teams to the playoffs. 2 years ago, the AFC North sent 3 teams to the playoffs.
When it comes to playing in December and January, the Bills are the number 2 team in the league, tied with Kansas City, I believe, as far as winning percentage. So stop bringing up that nonsense.
It's not nonsense. It's just something that you don't want to hear.
No, he said, no, Marcus, that's not what he said. You heard what he said? He said in December and January. No, not Marcus Herring. I'm talking about Betts, because you know Betts want to stick to this cupcake schedule stuff. And Marcus Herring said in December and January, the Buffalo Bills have the second best record in all of the NFL.
Here's where and I'm going to respond to that. Okay, and I'm going to respond to that. I'm going to respond to that. You talk about the winning percentage and all of that good stuff. Okay, so how many times since Josh Allen's been here have y'all been the number 1 seed with that cupcake schedule? You said all this winning you done. See, if you get to
Marcus Herring, don't just do that.
You keep saying all of this winning that you do, but what does it translate it to? Why do you have to go on the road then to Kansas City? Or why would you let if you won more games in the regular season that you dismiss, then maybe you would get the number 1 seed and get to host Kansas City a few more times, or not lose to Cincinnati at home where Josh Allen didn't throw a touchdown.
You practice moving goalposts.
He said you strong as an ox. You always moving goalposts, Marcus.
No.
Oh boy.
No. You just got a lot of excuses. You got a lot of excuses. And I'll tell you what, Marcus, I can guarantee it. Look, I don't have a crystal ball. But I'm gonna predict the future.
In the playoffs. And there's no way he can be ranked ahead of McDermott when McDermott is one of the coaches that keeps sending him home. So how can you rank Harbaugh ahead of him?
I agree with you. I agree with you as far as I agree with you with Harbaugh. I'm just saying, where is the grace that you say this guy keeps doing that, but then whenever you said if he doesn't win a championship in the next 2 years. What? So you're saying? So let me ask you this right now: if the Buffalo Bills lost in the wild card or lost to the Kansas City Chiefs in the division round, he should get to keep his job another year?
No.
I can't. What did he say? I'm breaking up. Say it again, Torch.
He said. So if Sean McDermott lose another year in the playoffs or lose to the Kansas City Chiefs, he should get to keep his job another year.
No.
Yeah, depending on how they lose.
Oh, come on.
I disagree. That's where right. That's the Marcus Herring.
Hold on.
Marcus Herring think that. Yeah, let Ron talk. Hold on, y'all.
There should be a change.
Hold on, y'all. Let Ron talk. But you know damn well how I feel about the Sean McDermott thing.
Yeah.
He should see the new stadium if they lose again to the Kansas City.
Right. He should get fired the last game.
Huh?
He should get fired the last game.
Yeah, absolutely, Ron. I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement.
You know what?
Because I look at it, wait a minute. You've been with a team for how long?
This is either year 8 or year 9. Something like
okay, you've been with a team for 9 years.
Hold on, Marcus Herring. What you say? What'd you say, Marcus? Marcus Herring?
The last time the Bills played the Chiefs wasn't because they got out coached. We had players that didn't do basic little league alignment.
Okay, the last time you beat the Ravens, they didn't get out coached either.
Right.
Players, our first round draft pick that dropped passes.
Okay. Okay. And the last time you played the Ravens, they didn't get out coached, but you want to fire Harbaugh.
Hold on.
These are players.
Would
that
you
make
hold
plays.
on? I got a
talking
question
over
for
each
you,
other.
Marcus
The
Herring.
players have to make plays.
Hey, Marcus Herring, I got a question for you. Did John Harbaugh get
Okay.
outcoached? Did John Harbaugh get outcoached by Sean McDermott when they lost?
Go like this.
And they lost in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like this.
Did the Bills outcoach them?
Yes. Did Sean McDermott outcoach John Harbaugh? My answer is no.
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 Nah, I think they did. I don't think they was ready for the Bills to overload against
What?
Derrick Henry.
Oh,
the way they did.
hold on.
And the fact that their possible MVP quarterback had 3 turnovers contributed to their loss.
2.
Right.
Yeah,
So that
two
was,
two
turnovers.
turnovers.
it was 2
He had two
turnovers.
turnovers. He had a lost fumbling through an interception. He had two.
Yeah.
He had two.
And,
turnovers.
and the other
Yeah, two
fumble,
turnovers.
the other turnover.
Yeah, he had
was on-
2.
the
He had
other
2
turnover
turnovers.
was
And
on- the other turnover was
before we go any further, the number one factor in wins and losses, especially in playoffs, is what?
turnovers.
Is what?
Turnovers.
Well,
Turnovers.
execution.
How
I
many
would say
turnovers did the Bills have?
And play defense.
0.
How about that?
How many turnovers did the Ravens have?
2.
3. 3.
Minus 2.
Andrews had 1.
But can
Minus
I
But-
2.
Well,
You
true.
lose
That's
the turnover
can I
actually
say one more
actually
thing?
it's 3.
Playoffs,
Actually,
you're
it's
gonna lose
3.
the game.
Actually, it's
Andrews-
3.
Andrews had a
Andrews had a fumble. Lamar had a fumble, and he threw a pick.
Can I say one more thing? And Sean
You're
McDermott,
supposed to
a
lose.
defensive coordinator.
You're supposed to lose.
Defensive minded head coach. Yeah.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Okay, so if he a defensive minded coach, then why he cannot stop Kansas City
Now,
in the playoffs?
Hey, you're
was
not.
on who?
You're Ron. You're preaching to the
Correct.
choir.
Those
Well,
turnovers was on players.
Was
Correct.
on the players, correct?
Yeah, the turnovers was on the players.
Yeah.
Lamar threw a horrible interception because he threw it. It might have been miscommunication, whatever you want to call it. He threw a pick. Lamar he lost the fumble that was forced.
Mhm.
Forced, and also the tight end forced fumble that the
Yep.
Bills player knocked out.
But
That's correct, right?
Correct.
So now,
But-
even though that's not a coaching situation where against KC, where you have the number 1 rushing team and you're going against a team that gives up 5 carries, but you throw the ball 40 times. That's
But-
coaching.
okay, you talk about coaching.
That was
Where
that was technically that was 2 years ago, but all right.
Correct. But
What-
but the question
No.
I asked was, hold on, y'all. The question I asked was, did John Harbaugh get outcoached by Sean McDermott in that loss?
No.
Okay, and
That
the
wasn't a
answer is
coaching
no.
situation.
Correct.
No.
Okay.
That was players not making plays.
Right. Players not making plays.
But
Okay.
once
Gotcha.
again, Sean, the Buffalo Bills head coach.
Hold
It's
on. Marcus Herring, Ron talking.
Ron.
Go ahead, Ron.
The
bro.
Buffalo Bills head coach is a defensive head coach, right? Why he cannot stop nobody in the playoffs?
In Kansas, especially the Kansas City
I
Chiefs.
hear what you said.
He said
course
Sean
not.
McDermott. He said
Hold on.
Sean McDermott is a defensive-minded coach. Why he can't
Yes.
stop anybody in the playoffs? Why can't he stop Kansas City? Why couldn't he stop
Cincinnati.
the Cincinnati Bengals? Why couldn't he stop? Why couldn't he stop the Houston Texans when they lost?
Right.
To the Houston Texans? Why can't he win playoff games when they matter the most?
He a defensive mind coach.
But he a defensive-minded coach.
Defensive minded coach.
Yeah.
And sir, if we want to go through each of the games, I thought the first AFC championship game against Kansas City had the better team and they whooped the Bills' ass.
He's not wrong.
Whooped
He
their
is
ass.
not wrong.
Okay, how many times y'all seen it in the playoffs?
Okay. But
4
but
times.
Speak
So
on
they
the, speak on
whooped
the
y'all
13
ass all
seconds.
4 times.
No, speak
Well,
on 13 seconds. Hold on.
Well, I don't know.
14 seconds now.
No,
Wait, no. What I'm saying is, whoop your ass means it's by a large margin. A couple of those games were damn
No,
close.
what I mean, y'all cannot get past them. But he
Agreed.
a defensive minded coach.
Right.
Make that make sense.
You're preaching to the choir, Ron.
See, Torch.
Yeah.
Torch.
Yeah.
See, now, Now we go to this 13-second shit.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Play
the
so
media,
far off the damn ball. Don't get me started.
here's the thing what the media does. If the media has a favorite player that they like, they won't put the spotlight on them like they do the players they're not too happy with. Now let me
Trying to
get
figure out
into
where you're going with
I'm
this.
gonna say this one name, and I want you to tell me, do you think this person is a media favorite?
Go ahead.
Matt Milano. Matt Milano. Is Matt Milano considered a media favorite?
Yep.
Yep.
Now, how many times have you heard the media talk bad about Matt Milano?
Not much, and they should be though.
But if you watch the film on the games, who caught the winning touchdown pass in that game? Who caught it?
Travis.
Who was covering him?
Oh,
Milano.
wait a minute. Thank you. You just got to me
that goes
my
back to the
point
thing,
exactly
Marcus.
what I was mentioning in the beginning of the show. Thank you, Marcus Herring. Again, Marcus Betts. Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a
And that particular-
linebacker covering a tight end, sir.
Okay.
specifically
And that's
said-
okay. Here's my counter to that, and that's
Go
why
ahead.
you lost. And that's why you lost the game.
He's
Because
not wrong.
hang on. Let me finish my thought. Pause it real quick. That's why you lost. Who was generally faster on the fit? Who is generally faster on the
Hold
football
on.
field? A linebacker or a safety? Who's generally the faster player?
Safety.
It
Safety.
depends on the
It do,
personnel.
it do, it do present. Hold on. Did you hear what Marcus Herring just said?
It depends on the personnel.
Generally,
Generally. Come on,
do you know what? Do you want to know what they call corners who don't run 4-3s no more?
Safeties.
Safety.
Safeties.
Yeah.
Okay, so safeties are generally.
Hold on,
after
no. You know what they call corners who can't catch?
Safeties.
Exactly. Safeties.
Safeties.
So don't try that. Just
But no, if you can't run, if you can't, all of those elite cornerbacks that lost their speed, what did they do to them? They moved their ass to
A
safety.
lot of times, the older cornerbacks they turn them to safety.
But hold on, Marcus. Let's be clear. There's a difference between quick and there's a difference between fast.
Okay,
Quick
generally,
and fast.
generally you put safeties because they're in the secondary, the second level of the defense. They usually put those guys on tight ends. Sometimes they even put safeties on wide receivers when they're playing a cover four. When they're playing a cover four, guess who's playing against wide receivers in a cover four? Safety.
Right.
Because they're all playing a fourth of the field. So when you put a linebacker, this is the coaching part. When you put a linebacker on a all-world, all-pro tight end, usually bad things happen. But go ahead, I digress.
Hold on, no. Don't digress, though. Don't digress, because also the same thing that I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the show when I said Joe Anderson was supposed to be lurking when Cole Bishop's assignment was Zacchaeus in the in the game. And Marcus Herring, you know what play I'm talking about too.
Yeah.
Cole Bishop and Joe Anderson got burnt. Both of them.
Both of them.
Close. Dude, Caleb Williams.
We talk about?
We talk about the touchdown
Preseason game.
Zacchaeus early in the game. The Bears and Bills preseason game just happened.
But see, this goes back to when you have team speed too. Because what the
hold on, Marcus.
Which one?
Hold on, Marcus. Hold on. Marcus Herring. Let Marcus Herring say what he just said again. Say it again, Marcus.
What I just said just now?
Yeah.
Buffalo Joe probably had his worst game since he's been playing football versus the Bears.
Oh yeah. His entire life. Yeah, Mr. Homegrown home story.
The reason he played so bad because in the middle of the field, when there was play action, he stopped moving his feet.
Yep.
He looked like he did play at UB.
Right. And you know, that's hilarious. That is hilarious because I said the same thing just today. I said it, and never mind. I can't even tell you what the conversation was with Spencer Brown today. But I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there. All I'm gonna say is there was a funny moment with me and Spencer Brown today. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
all I'm gonna say.
I saw the fit. Me and you have a conversation about that. Because
Yeah.
I saw that, and I heard some things already too.
You heard some things already. I need to hear this.
No, I can't say it publicly.
I got a question for y'all. I kind of want to go off the path a little bit because I want to know what you all think. Since we're talking about these head coach rankings, I want to know y'all's thought on this. And we don't usually do hypotheticals, but I heard people talking nonsense.
Come on.
If Buffalo would have beat Kansas City and played the Eagles in the Super Bowl,
I know where you're going.
what would have happened?
I know exactly where he's going.
We would have got our butts kicked. What are you talking
I
about?
know where you're going to, and I'm going to tell him why. I already know where you're going. I'm going to tell him why.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Let me finish. Go ahead and finish.
I just asked, what would have happened?
What would have happened to
What would've
Buffalo?
happened?
Because I see a lot of people laughing. Oh, the Chiefs got their ass kicked.
Hold on. Marcus Herring about to tell you what would have happened.
Okay, what would have happened?
Okay, my opinion. Here's the difference. And this is in comparison to why the Washington game, why Jalen Daniels has success against the Eagles. Because when they go spread, they run the quarterback. They have designed quarterback runs. The Bills have designed quarterback runs. The Washington Commanders have designed quarterback runs. That forces the Philly defense to change up what they do. Them boys can't come in bats out of hell like they normally do. When they did that against Washington, the second half of the first game they played them, they put up 30 points on their ass.
They play Washington
agreed.
twice a year. That's a bad comparison. Because they play Washington
Hold on.
twice a year.
Which is one of the problems that Philadelphia
No, but he's
has in
only
covering them because they get lost in the backfield.
Okay, hold on. Marcus, he's only talking about tape from what worked with Washington.
I understand that, but when you have a common opponent, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, when you have a common opponent and you see an opponent twice a year,
You got to see him 3 times.
They had designed quarterback runs, especially when they went 5 wide.
Yeah.
They went 5 wide.
Philly saw Washington 3 times.
3 times.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Behind the pulling tackle. Everybody seen Deion Dawkins.
Right, but
And
Philly
so
don't
guys
see
running down the
Buffalo
field.
3 times.
That's
But-
5 wide. If you play,
But also, Philly took away Kelsey during the Super Bowl.
At backside, either man to man, or you just flooded the area and pick the open person because you put a player in conflict. That's what Washington did against Philly. And if you watch the second game when they played them, they scored 30-some points in the second half and came back on them. That's what the Bills did all season. So, yes, I think the Bills would have, but obviously been a whole lot more successful than Kansas City because Kansas City doesn't have any really designed runs up the middle and all that for Mahomes, and he doesn't run like Josh Allen.
okay. And what about the run defense versus Saquon Barkley?
What about that run defense versus Saquon, though?
Jeez.
Woo!
They'd had to do the same thing they had did against Derrick Henry. They'd had to load the box up, and they said, we're going to make you have to beat us with your arm.
And he
And
can.
Jalen Hurts, let's keep it a buck. Who throw the ball better, Lamar or Jalen Hurts?
Hurts.
Ooh.
Who
What?
throw the ball better?
Whoa. Time out. Did I just hear that correctly? Did you?
What'd he say?
Ethan, Tweety. Wait, sir, put that on Twitter. If you want to tweet that, go ahead, Tweety. Go ahead, Tweety. Go ahead and put that on
Who
Twitter.
has
sir.
the
Hit on
better?
that. No, Marcus,
Okay.
Marcus, did you hear what he just said? He
I
said
didn't hear it.
Jalen Hurts. He said Hurts throw the ball better than Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, but who has a better wide receiver core? Who do
Thank
you
you.
fear?
That
Who do you
makes
fear?
it-
Who do you fear more?
No.
Who do you fear more, Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman, or AJ Brown and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert?
Thank
Hold
you.
on. That's a good question though. Who do
No,
you?
I didn't know. See, Gary, he go move. I said, who throw the ball better?
He just said who throw the ball better, Marcus. Stop trying to add extra elements.
Okay, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing though. We all know. I think we all know.
It's two different-
Hang
it's
on.
two separate
I think we all know that that Lamar Jackson throws the ball better. But here's the thing that makes here. Hang on.
That ain't what Ethan said, though.
The thing that makes Jalen Hurts so deadly is his reads are so easy because you have his reads are easy because your first, second, and third priority is making sure that Saquon Barkley doesn't kill you in the run game. And the moment that you leave those corners, the moment that you leave Kyer Elam one-on-one with AJ Brown on the outside.
Leave Kyer Elam's in Dallas. That's not.
The moment that you leave Kyer Elam one-on-one or
Why are we talking
Rasul
about
Douglas,
Kyer Elam?
huh?
Why are we talking about Kyer Elam?
No, because
You're not even allowed to talk about Kyer Elam because your team took him. So
we did take him. We took him for peanuts. He's a band-aid until our all-pro corners get back. But I'm just saying in that game, you're saying hang on. You're saying who is the better thrower of the ball? I think Lamar Jackson is. Who gets put in better situations with a better wide receiver core? If you put eight in the box against Saquon Barkley, you're leaving Rasul Douglas and Kyer Elam one-on-one on the outside with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. That's the difference.
Got her.
That's the difference.
It's the better position. You get Jalen Hurts gets put in better positions than Lamar Jackson do, and I can agree with that. But
that's what I meant. I know that he's a pure thrower of the ball is Lamar. I was talking about who he has to throw him to. You can't game plan.
So that makes sense.
Hold on. What I'm saying is you can't game plan playing the Eagles as you can playing the Ravens because it's two totally different things when you're talking about the wide receivers matchup.
Correct. We got you, Ethan. We understand what you're saying.
And also with the running game, although they're both elite backs, if you make a mistake and take a wrong pursuit angle on Saquon Barkley,
bye.
And the issue that I've seen with Buffalo's defense that has been their Achilles heel over these past few years is speed. If you take one, you can hold Saquon and hold Saquon. And
Derrick Henry is fast too, though. Now
he's not. He ain't Saquon Barkley fast.
Okay, but he's fast enough.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
It's another level market.
What is he saying? You think Philly gonna blow out the Bills like they blew out?
I don't know if it'd be a blowout, but we probably would have lost. But I don't think it would have been blown out.
They just played recently, and the Bills lost by 3 points to Philly, and we had 2 drop touchdowns. So it definitely wouldn't be no blowout. What I'm saying
right. I mean, we had. I know that.
Defense, that's an entirely different matter as far as what they did. And it's so high because of the quarterback runs that the Bills employ, and because they play a lot of 4-by-1, 4 receivers on one side, and it forces Philly to do what they don't normally do.
Using a regular season game as a comparison for
it was the last time we matched up.
Okay, and guess what? The undefeated 18-0 Patriots, they beat the damn Giants in the regular season. And in the damn Super Bowl, they had Tom Brady running for his life. So using that as a comparison.
Hold on, Marcus.
Whoa, wait a minute. Let's be clear about that game. The Giants won that game because 8-4 was better than the 5 and 6 that Philly that Brady had, and Brady couldn't move.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he was saying.
That's what I'm saying. But they played them close. But they beat them. But they beat. You said no.
They're talking about regular
compared to play. Sit deep on Randy Moss, and I got 6 dudes underneath for that underneath bullshit.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. It's a different game in the regular season. You're saying, well, we played them close in the regular season. That Eagle, look, I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm a Cowboys fan. I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. But that Eagles team that we seen 10, 15 years from now, when we look back on this game and what they did to Kansas City,
Oh my goodness.
what they did to y'all play them down to the wire, and they came out there and punished them. They didn't give a damn about the referees, the call.
But Marcus,
Styles make
What
fights.
I'm saying is the difference is they didn't have to worry about the quarterback run. But the defense has to worry about the quarterback run.
Wait, what?
That changes their entire mindset.
Mahomes can run?
can I say one thing?
Design quarterback
Okay,
run
he don't have
Patrick
design
Mahomes
quarterback
like it
runs
is
though.
for Jalen Daniels and Josh Allen out of 5 wide receivers. No, it's not.
Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, Ron.
Not supposed to do that.
Look,
Ron's had his hand up for like 5 minutes.
Who's got a better defense, Kansas City or Philly?
Philly all day.
Really?
And all Philly just did, they took away Kelsey. They took away Kelsey.
Yeah, they
Do you know that Philadelphia didn't blitz the entire game?
Right.
They sure didn't.
Right.
Blitz. They didn't blitz it. And you're saying they didn't blitz the entire game. They just sat there in their base defense and
They didn't have to
just
either,
played them
though, Marcus.
straight up.
That's
They
where,
sure
wait a
didn't
minute,
have
wait a
to.
minute.
But that
You
what
guys are
happened.
both right, though. Wait a minute. Time out. You guys are both right, though. For one, Philly wouldn't have been able to just send 3, and that would have been it against Josh Allen and the Bills. No way. If you think that, you're tripping. You're bugging. Josh Allen would have picked a hole and ran right through that hole if you send blitz. How many times? Wait a minute. You do realize that Josh Allen is one of the least sacked quarterbacks in the league, period, right? You understand?
I'm gonna answer you. All that running,
Marcus, the alphabet, shut it up. Marcus, the alphabet,
playing-
shut it up while you trying to be funny, sir.
You're not playing against one of the best, if not the best, defense in the league. You're not playing against the Rams. You're not playing against the Rams defense or the Eagles defense that has elite pat. When we talk about, when I say, so y'all get mad.
Marcus, stop saying that. Wait a minute. Stop saying that because Philly. Wait a minute. Stop saying that because how many times? Hold on, watch this. No, Marcus Aaron, I got him. No, Marcus, I got him. Marcus Aaron, I got him. I promise you, I got him.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Marcus.
When you face, who are the best 2 edge rushers in the league?
Okay, Marcus, we get that, but let me ask
Who
you
are
a question.
answer it though, because y'all go all around
We
it.
already
You
get it,
don't
but I
think
want
that
to
you
say
don't
something
think
in
that
rebuttal to
playing
that because
against
we know that
you
answer.
don't
I
think
want to know
that
if you know
playing
this answer.
you don't think that playing against Myles Garrett twice a year or TJ Watt. What happened the last time y'all played the Browns?
There you go. There you go. Hold on. Watch this. There you go. There you go. Moving the goalpost again.
It's not
I'm
moving
going to
the
talk
goalpost.
about just. Wait
You're
a
saying,
minute.
he's the least sacked quarterback.
I just
Who
want to
are
ask
the
you this
elite?
question.
Who are the
Marcus,
elite?
I want to ask you this question. Okay, so even if we get rid of the least stat quarterback mess, right?
Okay.
Even if we get rid of that, right?
Okay.
I'm going to ask you this one question. I need you to answer it.
Okay.
How many sacks did the Philadelphia Eagles have against Josh Allen when they played the Bills? Answer the question.
I don't know.
It was 0. None.
Okay, it was 0.
Yeah, hold on. Let me
But
ask
that wasn't last year.
Hold on, sir. How many sacks did the Rams have last year against Josh Allen when they played?
The Rams?
Yes, the Rams.
I don't know.
Answer the question.
I don't
It's
know.
0. That's the whole point.
It's not the same. How many times at the Okay. I just heard what you said. Now I respond like this. How many times at the New York Giants with Michael Strahan and Justin Tuck and O.C. Umenyiora have against Tom Brady in that last game of the season against the Patriots? How many sacks did they have in that game?
I think they had what? 4?
I'm sure they got to him.
4?
Okay.
I'm sure they got to Tom Brady. Tom Brady ain't nowhere
Is that
near
the same? Is that was he under the same type of pressure in that game that he was in the Super Bowl? They're like, okay, with 2 weeks to prepare, that Philly defense gets to prepare for Buffalo.
I know what you're getting at, Marcus. I know what you're trying to say. You saying that Philly would have. I know what you're trying to say. Philly would have.
Philly's defense is
You're trying to
nasty.
say that Philly would have made adjustments.
because they had to, because they know Josh Allen can run the football. The Bills have designed quarterback runs similar to what the Washington Commanders do. And Jalen Daniels has put up 30 points both against the same Philadelphia Eagles because of those dynamics that he has. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
And part of it, and part of Jaden Daniels' success.
The Bills do. What do you think the Bills are going to do?
Part of Jaden Daniels' success was because he's a rookie, kind of like the way. What were our thoughts of C.J. Stroud his first year? What were our thoughts of C.J. Stroud?
Saying that they don't have no real tape.
No tape.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. When you sit up there and that's your first time playing, you see them and you're like, oh, okay. Now we're gonna find out. You're like, oh, what would first off, Jaden Daniels is, when we talk about speed, he's not Lamar. That's a different type of running quarterback. When you're defending against Josh Allen and look, Josh Allen is a great runner for a quarterback, and so's Lamar, but they're great in different ways. Josh Allen's not outrunning. He's not outrunning you. He's not outrunning you to the perimeter.
Over.
He's not out. He's running people over.
That's what I'm saying. So you're saying what against that big ass Philly defense with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter in the middle of that defense? He's just going to run through them. That's what you're saying. He's going to run through 360-pound Jordan Davis and 350-pound.
9. They play a wide 9, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
They play a wide 9. Why do you think when the other team spread and they play a wide 9, all they do is bring the tackle, Deion Dawkins, he comes in and fills in the gap wherever they at, and he takes out the linebacker because you got DBs outside.
Okay.
You got 3 on one side, 2 on the other, and a safety.
Okay.
4 on the line, you got a single linebacker.
Okay, you're not getting to do that against Philly because you're double teaming Jordan Davis.
Say you're not to say that's not. Yeah, you couldn't pull Dion to do that because then
You're double teaming Jordan
then you're
Davis.
letting somebody else come off the edge.
You double team the tackle right around the edge to come inside. What are we talking
Okay,
about?
who are you double teaming, Jordan Davis or Jalen Carter?
Jordan Davis, when you go 5 wide, the last thing they want to do is put a 360-pound dude out there.
Okay.
He's saying the game plan and scheme prevents Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter from even having that type of impact because you're not putting those
Okay,
type
when
of
they
guys
send
out there.
and when they're sending waves of defensive linemen, don't forget you would have still had to see Milton Williams. You would have had to see Zach Bond. You would have had to see Fletcher Cox. You would have had to see Brandon Graham. The thing that Philly was different.
I think Brandon Graham was hurt. But
Yo, Marcus, he said if you want reference to what they did to the Eagles, the Commanders, go watch the Monday night game when they played, and you will see that the concept is different. That they wouldn't have been able to send those type of players on the field when you're going wide 9 and 5 wide receivers. You're not.
Okay,
but they pulled out enough stuff that they were able to beat them in the playoffs.
Those are natural running lanes. And when I got a 250-pound quarterback coming in there, and y'all got a bunch of DBs because I got 5 receivers out the field, there are a lot of business decisions being made.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. And I know the DBs ain't going head up with Josh Allen though. We don't see how Josh Allen. You seen how Josh Allen roll. You know this.
Okay, so let me ask you this. How many yards did Josh Allen run against the Chiefs? How many yards did Josh Allen run against on the Chiefs in the AFC Championship?
Watch the game. Watch the game. The game was talk to him better than I can.
Say it again.
I watched the game about 3 times. I got a lot of plays out of watching them games from both teams.
Okay.
Say that again, Marcus Betts.
How many yards did Josh Allen run against the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship?
What game? Say it again.
How many yards
The
did
AFC
Josh Allen run
Championship.
for against Kansas City in the AFC Championship game?
In the championship game, I don't know offhand.
I got an answer. I got an interesting, easy answer.
While we're talking about that, Ron's been trying to talk. So
Oh, go ahead, Ron.
Josh Allen over the make your offense go, right? Right,
Yeah.
Andre?
Yeah.
Is y'all afraid that Josh Allen will be running and get hit one time and he be injured?
Okay.
there's always that danger, but
And this is what I'm gonna say to you, Ron.
No.
If you scared to play football, stay home. That's my answer to
But
that.
what I'm saying, y'all not afraid that he could
Ron, I just answered your question for you. If you have that mentality that you too afraid, then go home, stay home.
Josh Allen had 39 yards rushing against Kansas City in the AFC.
Guess what, Marcus? How many attempts did he have? How many running attempts did he have? And please don't count those fourth them sneaks.
You're the one saying we run quarterback design.
Right. So watch this, Marcus. And here's what I was about to say before you looked that up, and it was 39 yards. I was gonna tell you that it's not enough. I was gonna hit you with the Kendrick Lamar. Not enough.
Not enough.
They should have. You want to know how you know it wasn't enough? Because not even James Cook had enough running attempts in that game. They should have kept running James Cook. Didn't we already talk about?
Oh, so that's coaching?
Yeah.
Yes.
Haven't we multiple shows already talked about James Cook should have been on the field?
I'm being sarcastic.
Right, yeah, I know you're being sarcastic because you know the answer to this question.
But we want to put Sean McDermott in the top 5 as far as coaches. Though.
I'm not.
Well, I didn't say
Who
that.
is?
You're not gonna never get me to say that.
Top 5.
Say what, George?
Is Sean McDermott a top 5 coach in the league?
Hell no.
Who's the four in front?
More than 4. I'm putting more than 4 in front.
Go ahead and answer that. Go ahead and answer that.
No, I want to hear your 4 because I want to hear your 4. I got my thoughts. I want to hear you. I want to hear this. I got to hear this.
Who, me?
Where do you have Sean McDermott ranked and where do you have Sean McDermott ranked as far as coaches? That you want to give him 2 more years? You want to give him another year?
He's talking about Marcus Herring. Marcus Herring. He said rank your top 5 coaches. He said rank your top 5 coaches.
5? Let me see.
Yeah.
Reed, McVay. Let me see.
And they all up here.
I can't see your list because I'm
No, that's understandable.
I'm just saying. Give me the 5 that's in that top 5.
Okay.
Hardball, hell no. Get him out of there.
I'll give them to you. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Because I'm going to pull them up on my big computer. Just so.
It says Shanahan at 3. The list
we know it says Shanahan at 3. Number 4. Hold on. Number 4 is who?
Harbaugh.
So they got, wait a minute. So they top 5 is Andy Reid, Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, Jim Harbaugh, and Matt LaFleur is number 5.
Stop it.
You said stop it.
Stop it. Top 2, no debate. Next 3, stop it.
All right, who's 3 for you then?
Who's your next 5 after that?
Oh.
The next 5 is Jim Harbaugh.
After 1 season.
Jim Harbaugh.
After 1 season. I'm glad somebody else said that. Go ahead. Who else?
Kevin O'Connell.
I like you like KOC. Go ahead.
Nick Sirianni.
Hell no.
Dan Campbell. And then Sean McDermott.
Stop. Campbell. Dan Campbell. Stop.
I cannot.
Stop it.
Okay, so now you heard the 10. I want to hear who his 5 are.
So we want to hear who your 5 is now.
All right. I like Reed McVay. I actually like KOC.
Okay.
Because the shit he did with Sam Darnold, Shit, Sam Donald Mama couldn't even believe that shit.
So wait a minute. You got KO. You got Kevin O'Connell at 3. Now hold on. Marcus Herring. Marcus Herring. Marcus Herring.
I like KOC.
Marcus Herring. I'm going to
You know what?
behoove you.
Like,
No.
three.
Marcus Herring. Marcus Herring. I'm going to behoove you to watch your mouth now.
My people. Which one?
I'm going to behoove you to watch your mouth. If you say that Kevin O'Connell is better than Matt LaFleur, I'm going to behoove you to watch your mouth.
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I know you ain't about to make that mistake.
Matt LaFleur is an offensive guy too, just like KOC.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking about as far as and the head coaching spot, y'all both do shit that just make you shake your head.
Yeah, but
that last game.
Yeah, but Kevin O'Connell ain't did half the shit Matt LaFleur's done.
No. I'm
okay. I'm about to say, let's not go there.
Number 3, I got to go with that fucking Peyton.
Who? What Peyton?
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton.
Oh, Sean Payton, really?
And you said 1 year for Jim Harbaugh, but let's not forget, like, we're talking total body of work. If Bill Belichick came back into the league right now, you're like, oh, he's only been back for 1 year.
No, I think Sean Payton is a straight asshole. But Steve, it is what it is. You still gotta respect it.
Yeah.
You gotta respect the body of work and what he does and his timing with play calling and all of that. I gotta call it as I see it.
Okay, so you Peyton at 3.
But what about Jim Harbaugh? You said he's after 1 year. He's been 1 year and he's been 1 year with the Chargers, but he ain't just been in coaching for 1 year.
No, Marcus, everybody know he ain't just been coaching.
I'm just saying though, to say after 1 year, I think the job that he did with 1 year in Chargers was an outstanding damn job. To take them to the playoffs in the AFC West.
He said that you selling Jim Harbaugh short. He said for what he did in 1 year with the Chargers is nothing short of good.
Jim Harbaugh's got to be in there. I mean, I like Jim Harbaugh because he's from Michigan, and I'm a Michigan guy.
Yeah,
you're Michigan.
I came
What do we think about DeMeco? What do we think about DeMeco Ryans?
He's better than his brother.
Yeah.
I'm saying, well, I'm not putting him in top 5.
Okay.
I'd put Mike Tomlin there before I put DeMeco Ryans there.
Are we giving Nick Sirianni any credit?
Not top. I still don't. He's still much of a. He's
Nick Sirianni has a very punchable face.
Thank you.
Every time I see Nick Sirianni, I want to punch him in his face. He's got a very punchable face. Every time I see him, he's just got this look on his face. Is like, punch me in my face.
And he does some goofball stuff, like over there cussing at his own fans and all that.
Yeah, and they just gave him an extension, so he's gonna be around for it. All
right, so what are we doing? 3, 4, and 5 for Mike? I haven't heard Marcus Herring's.
So Marcus Herring got.
I might have to put Jim. I'm looking at Jim maybe even at 4.
Who's it? Who is 3? Is that Sean Payton?
He said Kevin O'Connell.
Reed, McVay, Payton. 1, 2, 3.
No, he said Reed. He said Payton is 3. He said Harbaugh is 4. So who's 5?
Jim Harbaugh. Okay.
So then who's 5? He gonna say
I got McDermott number 5.
You lost me.
McDermott at number 5.
You lost me.
It's not 6, 7, 8, 9. Harbaugh 6. LaFleur. KOC.
Wow. He is seriously disrespecting Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell not a coach.
Campbell on top.
What?
No.
He's not a coach.
No. Nope.
Oh.
And I know y'all want to fall in love with the 2 seasons that he had, but Dan Campbell makes some real Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell has literally made some of the worst boneheaded decisions I've ever seen in my entire life as it pertains to being
kind of like the coach from Buffalo a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what? Shut up, Marcus.
Yo,
Shut up, Marcus.
Greg.
We're not even having a conversation about your coaches.
Hey, George.
So,
Hey, they got fired.
my God. Here
Hey,
we
they
go.
got fired. They
Mookie
got
wasn't
fired.
fired.
We didn't say we were going to keep him for give him 2 more years. We said get his ass up out of here. I don't think Sean McDermott's not even the best coach name.
Hold on now. Mookie Hawkins is coming on the show. And you know, usually if Mookie come on here, he got something to say. Mookie got something to say if he coming on here. And I'd love to hear. You know what? We should bombard Mookie ass. This Monday Night Madness. Hold on, watch this, y'all. This Monday Night Madness, we should bombard his ass and ask him all the questions that need to be asked about this goddamn preseason shit with this damn Bills since he want to come on this damn show, which he is always welcome to come on. We're about to bombard your ass.
All right,
I'm telling you right now. But to get plenty of questions.
Hey, I gotta be up.
Oh no, Marcus, why you leave? Oh, you know what? I gotta be up at 6. Y'all, hell no.
What happened?
Oh, they punking out. They gotta be up early in the morning.
What happened, George?
No, I was saying Mookie Hawkins about to come on the show. Matter of fact, he here right now. Marcus just left, and Mookie on. So we just traded Marcus for Mookie. Mookie, what up?
What's up?
Mookie Hawkins. Now, you know this is the show of madness, Monday Night Madness. So you know we talking head coaches right now. You know you about to get bombarded with mad questions, right?
Sure.
No, all right. You know I'm going to shoot. Mookie Hawkins, what is your assessment of the defensive performances that you've seen after 2 games in the preseason, sir?
Well, they still can't get people off the field on 3rd down.
Big problem last year.
You know, and
safety was terrible.
Safety is still a big concern.
Uh-oh.
Understand?
Are we talking about Mr. Bishop?
Yeah, everything.
Twitter going crazy about him right now. I've been reading all day about Mr. Cole Bishop. All day. Ooh wee.
It's not ready. I mean, you know, he's just not ready. If he ain't ready, that's
they light him up.
He's just not ready. Like, you know, you forcing him out there on the field and injuries, you can't rush that shit back like that. You know, he's dealing with a quad, so you know you got to stay off it. You got to rest it. You know, and that should prompt you to say, hey, well, sometimes certain things you got to kick the. This is a good a way of kicking the can down the road. You know what I mean? But I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, you can blame him or you could blame Joe Andreessen for not having much depth, you know, in his drop in that play. But clearly, it looked like it was
right,
man
Mr.
to
I'm
me.
supposed to be lurking.
Now,
Mr. I'm supposed to be lurking. And Caleb Williams was right.
It was clearly
like
man, and he ran up off play action and then to get back to your area. And then, you know, Damar Hamlin didn't make it any better with, you know, his ankle bite.
His
ankle bite. Don't even get me started.
So that's that right there, you know, this was just bad for it to be starters. I mean, yeah, the Bills didn't have too many starters out there, but then those 2 guys, Damar Hamlin basically started last year. And, you know, Cole Bishop is starting on considered the depth chart right now. So,
Lord have mercy.
Right.
Him across from Rap, yeah.
Hell no.
So,
hell no.
You upgraded everywhere for the most part.
Safety is a liability.
Safety and linebacker, you didn't upgrade those positions.
Well, linebacker, we still have.
I got a little secret.
Now we got a hell of a trio in Williams and Bernard and Milano. We just got to stay healthy.
Yeah, the depth behind them is bad.
Yeah, if they stay healthy, then we good. Like,
right.
You know, but if they don't stay healthy, you know, we lose our 3. shit all the time.
I got a scenario for you. Why haven't the Bills made a contact to either Justin Simmons or Asante Samuel Jr.?
Well, it's money wise.
Yeah, they ain't got the money right now.
They want their money. It is all sound
They
good.
would have some more money if they didn't make foolish picks, didn't pay foolish money to certain folks.
Well, there's Marcus.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
There's
'Cause
Marcus.
I'm still wondering why you paying Dawson Knox $15 million. I'm just wondering.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
I'm shaking. I'm still. What is he? Is he pouring the Gatorade or delivering catering? I'm
it's not his fault that
trying to figure this out.
It's not his fault that they drafted a tight end in the first round either. So, it's just a situation like you paid him, but the very next year you drafted a tight end in the first.
I get that. I get that, Mookie. But in the same token, that's supposed to light a fire under his butt.
Well, shit, if he ain't getting opportunities because the first round pick out there due to the fact that the person that drafted the tight end is no longer here.
Well, they got.
Let's start there too. Now that was Dorsey with the 12 personnel.
Mr. Ken Dorsey, 12 personnel.
He's not there. He's not there now. So now it's somebody else's, and that's not his thing for most part. I mean, you look at it. I mean, Kincaid didn't have a great season last year.
Oh, not by a long shot.
Right. So, Dawson Knox was relatively healthy last year. So I don't know.
Well, Mookie, you see this slide up there with the coaches ranked there. Where do you have Sean McDermott ranked at as far as current coaches?
Okay, let's see here. What are we looking at here, guys? Let me blow this thing up. What is this? Oh. Number 1, Andy Reid, Sean McVay 2, Shanahan 3.
Yeah, we got it. We were like, no.
Absolutely not. Harbaugh already over McDermott? Damn. I don't know. Thompson and Ronnie 8. He's just so disrespectful. Dan Campbell over McDermott. Why? Because he's more motivator than coach. I don't get that. Like, no.
I think they're both the same type of coach. They're both rah coaches. I don't think either one of them are X's and O's guys.
First of all.
When we think of in-game tacticians, strategists, it's not Sean McDermott.
This is who I have right here. Andy Reid is dead. They got that right at 1.
1 and 2, I think, are good.
1. I'll say 1 and 2 are good. 1, 2. I gotta put Sirianni at fucking 3. Sirianni gotta be at 3. How many Super Bowls have you been in? 3? 2?
He's been in 2. He's been in 2 and 1.
You got it. You got to reward that, bro. I don't hear shit.
So we're doing this based off of Super Bowl.
Marcus Herring said that Sean Payton is 3.
Who?
Sean Payton.
No, maybe if his first stint, but his second stint, he ain't did shit.
Marcus Herring on the line, by the way.
He ain't did shit. Like, so
and he did get that team to the playoffs.
This is just my opinion.
Herring, where you at?
Reid McVay.
Yo, you going in and out, bro. I
Sirianni.
don't know if it's my phone or yours. You got a big echo.
That's your phone.
Y'all talking about me?
It must be mine.
No. The caller on the line is Marcus Herring.
Stop. I keep telling y'all to stop using them damn cricket phones, man. Get your phone.
I ain't got a cricket phone.
No, he's talking about Marcus Herring.
He's talking about Marcus Herring.
Caller on the line.
What about Marcus Herring?
He said your phone. Go ahead, Marcus Herring.
Hold on.
Mookie on the show too. Yeah, Mookie on. Yeah, Mookie don't agree with you at number 3.
So hold on, let me finish. Can I
That's
finish
ahead.
my 10?
Who's 4 and 5 for Mookie?
All
Then?
right, so we got Reed, we got McVay. I'm going Sirianni at 3. All right, I'm going Sirianni at 3. And then looking at these guys here, I mean, I gotta put Tomlin. To me, Tomlin gotta be fucking 4.
Okay.
I'm putting Tomlin at 4. Like, we want to talk about wins. I'm putting Tomlin at 4, and I'm putting McDermott at 5 because Jim Harbaugh don't have as many wins as McDermott, nor O'Donnell, or Dan fucking Campbell. He don't have no many wins as Coach McDermott. Y'all gonna put some respect on his shit too. You know what I mean? You look at the overall past 5-6 years, nobody has more wins than the Buffalo Bills. Who's the head coach? Sean McDermott. I gotta at least respect that man at 5 right now. And he been to 2 AFC chips, didn't win, but he gotta be top 5 dead or alive right now. You know what I mean? So
Marcus Betts. Marcus Betts.
I'm just saying, based on that,
Both
I don't
Marcus
see
Eric
how
and
is
Mookie both got
O'Connell,
him at 5.
how is O'Connell or Campbell or Harbaugh or LaFleur? LaFleur will be 6. I'm giving LaFleur 6.
Oh, thank you for putting some respect on my coach.
I'm giving LaFleur 6.
Thank you.
How is Harbaugh, O'Connell, Campbell
Not
over
LaFleur.
McDermott?
That's right. You're a Packer guy. That's right.
I just didn't understand that. Who put this shit together? Who are these people?
Who put this shit together?
Sports Nation Co. I don't know. I'm reading.
Yeah,
off the
anybody put anything up there?
I'm dying.
How
That's
you
why I
put Dan
it up.
Campbell? Dan
I'm dying.
Campbell, it's only Dan Campbell's second year, and he fucking choked in the first round. Like, how are he over McDermott?
Yo, I tell you,
I don't
Dan
understand
Campbell
that.
we gonna see what Dan Campbell got for you this year.
Yeah, we're gonna see. That's why I said Dan Campbell is not a coach. And Ethan was like, "What?" I'm like, "Dude, I've watched Dan Campbell make some of the most boneheaded mistakes."
So is McDermott.
Known to man.
So is McDermott.
Okay, Dan Campbell.
Yeah, he has, but he still got
first
more
round.
wins than all those coaches that's ahead of him on this list.
Yeah, Dan Campbell went to NFC Championship game and got bumped in the first round to Washington by a lot.
I'm
by
trying
the
to
way.
figure out what Kevin O'Donnell
Washington
did.
dogged them at home.
Well,
What'd they
part of
do?
it. Well, I mean, what I will say, one thing for Kevin O'Connell, what he did with Sam Darnold was really damn impressive.
Man,
I
knock
don't give
it
a damn. You
off.
better not put him in front of Matt LaFleur.
Knock it off. So that ain't he got
Well, I
nothing to do
didn't say
right.
it would put it.
So,
I didn't say
so
it would
what
put
he
him.
did, you put him over Coach McDermott.
I
Hell
didn't say.
no.
I didn't say that. And I also didn't say that he was over LaFleur. I did not say that.
No, I just want to make sure
damn
you ain't
sure ain't
said
over
that.
LaFleur.
Yeah, I
damn
was
sure
gonna
ain't
say,
over
I
LaFleur.
just wanted to make sure.
LaFleur
Just-
bad boy. I like LaFleur.
Look, I'm just saying when you got to fight your way out and your division sends 3 teams to the playoffs, I think that
Marcus, now is the time to say what you were saying earlier
Who's
about
you talking
the
about?
division. Go ahead and
Harbaugh?
say it. Say it again. No, Mookie, he's about to allude to the Bills having a what division again, Marcus?
Cake division.
Wait. You can't blame them for the division that they in, bro.
You can't blame them.
You can't blame them for the division that
Okay,
they
you're
in,
right.
bro.
You're right. Just like I can't blame Florida State for playing in the ACC. But guess what?
That's
When the
college football, bro. That's college football, bro. We
It's the same
talking
difference.
NFL, bro.
It's the same difference.
NFL,
when you get a cupcake schedule to the championship every year, and then you still can't win. You tell me after maybe the NFC South and AFC South, what's the worst damn division overall?
You tell me what Dallas is doing right now. Don't
I
talk about nobody else.
I knew he was going to do that.
You can't talk about your own damn division.
Mookie. Here we go again. And you're like, you're talking about all championships.
You can't tell me nothing about my division if you don't have a grip on what's going on in your own.
I do have
with your own team.
We won 12 games for 3 straight years. We won 12 games for 3 straight years, Mookie. What are you talking about?
You still ain't got more wins than McDermott.
And you want because Every
of what?
every team in our division has multiple championships. They don't get a cupcake schedule.
We
all
don't
the
get
way
no
to
cupcake
the
schedule.
East. Yeah, when you get to play,
We
when
had
you
the
get to play
hardest.
against
This
the
is our
Jets,
easiest. This is our easiest schedule in Bills 5 years. In the past 5 years, they always had a hard schedule.
Yes.
What you talking about?
are you
What you
serious?
talking about? We ain't
Last
playing
year-
no cupcakes, bro.
Last year and the
When
year
you
We
before,
ain't
we
playing
had
no.
one of the
We
toughest
blew y'all out.
schedules.
Hold on. Stop. We blew y'all out,
Mookie,
right?
let me just ask you.
Did
Mookie,
we
let me
blow
just ask you
Dallas
this
out?
question. Mookie, let me ask you this question.
Did we blow Dallas out?
Who-
James Cook had
Did you lose
200.
to the Jacksonville Jaguars?
We
Did you
blew
lose to the
Dallas
Jacksonville
out the
Jaguars?
water.
Yes, we did.
We
Mark.
lost
Did
that
you lose to Jackson-
overseas, bro.
Did you
Overseas.
lose to the Jacksonville? It's a out of division game. Mookie, let me ask you this. Mookie, keep it real here. Even in Tom Brady's prime, does he come to the AFC North or NFC East and win 11 years in a row?
No.
Mookie, we're having a real conversation here. Does Tom Brady and those Patriots team and Tom Brady's heyday, do they win the NFC East or the AFC North 11 years in a row? Yes or no?
You can't answer that question, bro.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. The answer is no.
Yes, you can.
The answer is no.
You think that the Patriots?
That's saying if Nathan Peterman went to the damn Pittsburgh Steelers, they would have won 7. They would have won 4 straight Super Bowls.
What?
All of Tom Brady's losses were to the NFC East. He's not coming into the NFC East and winning the division 11 years in a row.
He did in the NFC South. He did it in the NFC South.
Okay, the NFC South is worse than the NFC South. Maybe the NFC South.
Come playoff time. I don't want to hear that because you ain't playing them teams, man. Playoffs is everybody, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Okay, but
playoffs is everybody. Playoffs ain't the shitty teams.
You get an easier
Marcus Herring was alluding
earlier, bro. Come on, man.
You get an easier path.
You nicknaming it right now. You nicknaming the playoffs. Who the Bills got to play? They got to play Cincinnati. They got to play Baltimore. They got to play Kansas City. Houston, maybe. That's it.
Sir, hold on. Watch this. Mookie, hold on.
We playing, bro?
That's what Marcus Herring was alluding to earlier when he said that the Bills have the second most wins in December and January.
Exactly.
What he was alluding to.
They ain't gonna put some respect on it. They just don't want to put no respect on it, man.
That's what I
we'll
was.
be back here next year. We'll be back here next year at the same bet time, bet channel.
Yeah. Where Michael Parsons going?
We'll hear it.
Where Micah going? Can you tell us that?
They were too depressed. That's why they didn't play that good.
Is Micah Parsons depressed?
He won't be when he gets 40. When he gets 42.
Hey Mookie, we got a question to ask you. We got another question, Buffalo question to ask you.
That was good, Marcus.
But Mookie, we all thought that Myles Garrett was leaving Cleveland, right?
They threw that bag at him. He ain't going nowhere.
As soon as they said, he wrote a letter to the city. He took an ad out in the paper. I can't be here no more. We'll give you $41 million. Sold.
All right, watch this. Hold on, Mookie.
Stay back every word I said. 41 million times.
$41 million. Just stay at 2.
I'm sorry, but what happened?
Huh?
What happened, Mookie?
What?
Mookie, what happens if the Bills don't make it to the Super Bowl this year? Or what happens if the Bills lose to the Kansas City Chiefs this year? What happens to Sean McDermott?
Little on the broiler.
He's already on the broiler.
You said he on the
broiler.
He's already on the broiler.
It'd be a little hot and spicy broiler.
Sizzling.
So you saying he get to stay an extra year after this?
I don't know. Depends on the severity of the fuck up.
Severity of the fuck up.
I love Mookie.
Yo, you know what's so funny? Marcus Herring said the same thing earlier. Betts, why you ain't got the same energy right now for him? You don't got the same. Mookie just said the same thing. Yo, Mookie and I don't know if these two be talking to each other all the time.
He talks sometimes. He come
But
on my
Herring
show.
and
Me and
Mookie
Mookie.
saying the same thing.
No, he's
I
talking
was
about
saying
Herring
earlier.
and Mookie.
Marcus Herring and Mookie are saying the same exact thing.
I still disagree. But Mookie Hawkins, look, but Mookie Hawkins, I hold a high degree. I know he's got to say some nice things sometimes. Mookie got to say some nice things, you know.
Mookie and Marcus on the same. What? Wait a minute.
No, but look, Mookie got to go. Mookie got to go. Mookie got to go.
Right. Catch bets before he says some goofy shit.
Mookie got to go in locker rooms and talk to people. Mookie ain't gonna come on the show and say that Joey Bosa's about as fragile as plexiglass. He's not. He can't say that.
Why you
Marcus
worried about
Herring do
Bosa?
the same thing. What do you?
How plexiglass is Trayvon Diggs and all them other banged up Cowboys?
Trayvon Diggs is and guess what? And that's why his ass and Mookie. That's why his ass is going after this season. That's why his ass going to be gone.
It's not plexi, it's Dexy.
Marcus trying to give Mookie a pass. It sounded like Marcus was giving Mookie a little pass for saying the same thing you said earlier. It sounded like Marcus was giving Mookie a little pass. But
ain't no passes.
But
I'm just
Marcus,
saying,
Mookie and myself
Mookie
all
said
do
the
the
same
same
thing. He might get another season.
So Mookie, no, you're not saying the same thing because
No,
Marcus
I said
Herring
we
is saying,
do the same, sir. I said
Marcus Herring is saying that even if Sean McDermott get blown out this postseason, that he should get another year. He should get another year after that. I don't think Mookie's saying that. I don't think, but
Mookie did say that though.
No, he said it depends on the severity of
the severity of the fuck up. That's what Marcus Herring said earlier.
If you lose to the Chiefs again, you should get to keep your job. They're under no circumstances. Can we agree? Can we agree?
Do Dak Prescott keep his job? Do Dak Prescott keep his job?
What?
They're married. Mookie. They're married. They're married. They're married to Dak Prescott for 2 more years. They're married. It would be cap hell.
The piece I'm getting, you said me and Mookie said the same thing.
Yes, because he's trying to give Mookie a different energy than you. Mookie just said it depends
don't
on.
Get corny like that.
He said. Mookie said it's the severity. Mookie said it's the severity of the fuck up. It depends on the severity of the fuck up, which means yes, that is exactly what you said. I said you said that, and he tried to give him a different energy. Bet's over here trying to be nice. He being nice over here, giving him a different energy right now.
I think if he loses 5 straight times to the Chiefs.
Oh, it's not been Marcus Betts. It's not been 4 straight. It's been 4 out of the last 5.
Okay,
hold on, but wait a minute.
In the playoffs.
No, I know, but it was the Chiefs for 2 years, and then it was the Bengals, then the Chiefs for 2 years.
I'm saying they have lost 4 straight times to the Chiefs. If you lose to the Chiefs again in the playoffs, there's no way that McDermott should get to keep his job. No way.
So here's what Mookie said. Mookie said in return, he said how he started talking about the Dallas Cowboys.
He always does that.
You know that's coming. I do the same thing. It's funny. Me and Mookie do the same thing to you. When you talk that shit, we started talking about your Cowboys.
Marcus just wants everybody to say fire the coach. Like, I get it. I mean, but you just can't get rid of somebody who. You just can't get rid of somebody who had a sustained success that they have had. Like,
So if Mike Tomlin doesn't make the playoffs this year, has a bad year, should he get to keep his job?
Yep.
I have a counterpoint. I
want to come work for you, Mookie Hawkins. If you ever when you own a team, I want to be out. When you become a GM for a team, I want to be your coach.
That's right. That's why you see more coordinators and D coordinators get fired.
I think he accidentally hit the thing, but I actually agree with Marcus Betts on the
As I
Sean
say, I had
McDermott.
a counterpoint to Mookie on that, but I'll wait if he ever comes back in.
I agree. I think Sean
Because-
McDermott should be out the
because-
door. And on top of that, I'm gonna be honest with you. Once again, and I will say this: I don't care anybody, and I stand 10 toes down on this shit. The fact
There's Mookie.
we talking business, right? The fact that there has never been a head coach who has lost to the same team 4 times in a playoff is number one. That is one of one. That is one. You talk about the severity of the fuck up. That is a one of one fuck up. That is a one of one fuck up.
All right, I have a counterpoint to what Mookie said. He said Mookie.
Go ahead.
I heard Mookie say just a minute ago that you can't get rid of somebody who has had the sustained success. And yet I understand to a point. I understand what you're saying, but it may be that McDermott can only get us like out of, and McDermott got us out of the drought and has gotten us to this this level. But if he can't get us to the Super Bowl, then then we need to move on and get somebody who can get us to the Super Bowl.
Who was that coach? Who was that coach that was a coach of the Miami Heat? Was it Spoelstra? And they kept going like so far, and then just like one year, old homeboy came down from the front office. He's like, "Look, I'll take it from here. I'll take it from here because I can't."
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. You're talking about Pat Riley, sir. Aaron Spoelstra got them to the finals, sir, and won.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
saying though, but they kept coming up short, and finally he was like, "I'll take it from here." Who was that coach with the Broncos? And they got rid of him. John Fox. He kept doing, and then finally like, "Nah, we can't. Come on, we got to get somebody else."
McDermott gets a lot of credit. I mean, and I give him credit for getting us out of the drought and getting us to this level. But if he can't get us to the next level, that's a problem.
Tony Dungy with the Bucks. You know, they kept flirting. It's like, okay, that's enough. Go ahead, get John.
Tony Dungy won with the Colts.
Okay, right. But who was their coach? They had that other black coach who couldn't do anything. What was his name? The black coach. I can't even think of
Gruden's name. Don't even bring Gruden up.
I'm with you, Marcus. I'm just saying he's a scumbag. I'm just saying though, you get to a point.
They won the division with that black coach. They got rid of him.
I know they did. I know they did. Or well, I thought they did Lovey Smith Cole.
Dirty.
They did.
Okay, so getting to the reason why we said Sean McDermott, though, I'm gonna put this out there again. First and foremost, because from a business standpoint, y'all talk about business all the time. Again, like I said, that's a one of one fuck up. Right? No coach has lost to the same team 4 times in the playoffs straight. So give me the severity of fuck up. That's a big severity of a fuck up. Number one. Number two, this is the Bills' last season at the Ralph. You got rid of 20,000 seats and you put a whole bunch of money on these licenses and these seats. You think that audience wants to see the same old circle the wagon shit? Absolutely not. Yeah, I said it. The circle
I got you.
Bullshit. It's time to give it up. That circle the wagon shit is over. Y'all been circling the wagons and circling y'all tails too for the last
60 years.
However long. It's either win a damn Super Bowl or stop the fuckery.
Like 60
or
years.
Stop the fuckery because I'm tired of that shit. All that positive, optimistic bullshit out the window. Sean McDermott needs to be out. They conditioned because Sean McDermott is like Moses. I said this before. Mookie, you heard me say this before. Don't act like you ain't never heard me say that. Mr. Moses himself, the one who get him to the promised land but can't get him across the promised land. Get to the damn line and can't get past the damn line.
So you're saying we need a Joshua.
Yes.
Get him across.
Absolutely. Yup. Exactly. Y'all better stop playing this game. Yep. Y'all better stop playing that. You telling me if they lose to the Chiefs 5 times, he's still safe?
No. I say no.
That's what y'all telling me? Mookie, that's what you telling me?
They got to let James Cook when we play the Chiefs. Chiefs cannot stop James Cook.
That's fair. Whatever it takes, you got to get over it.
Win. That game right there is going to be for James Cook. They don't have no answer for James Cook, man. You got to let Thurman Thomas. You gotta let Thurman Thomas be Thurman Thomas, man.
Fair enough. Whatever it takes. We gotta
Guys,
get
run
past.
the
We gotta
ball.
get past that Chiefs team.
Hey, Mookie, I got a question for you. If the Bills would have played the Eagles in the Super Bowl, do you think it would have been a different result in the Super Bowl?
It would have been way better game. It'd have been closer game.
Damn!
Closer game.
Dude,
Thank you. I said that.
Marcus, the alphabets. Dude, you dying on the hill today.
No, I'm not, dog.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
Mookie just said the same thing Marcus Herring said again. Yo.
And I said, hey. I said the same thing, Torch.
Yes.
That Eagles team,
Yeah.
that Eagles team was different, man. And I hate the
I
Eagles.
get
Y'all
that.
are making me sit up here and defend the Eagles.
I
You're making me
get that they're
defend
That
the
different.
Eagles team, that same Eagles team didn't have an answer for 17, bro. Like Josh Allen is the common denominator to that Eagles defense.
Damn, Mookie. Marcus Herring said the same thing. Mookie. Marcus Herring just
Do y'all play them
Marcus-
this year?
hold on.
Do y'all play them
Marcus.
this year?
Yes,
Yes.
Marcus
Yes,
Herring's
at
still
home.
here. Hold on,
Yes,
hold
in
on.
We played them the year before. We lost to them by 3 fucking points, and they ain't win a game since. They ain't win a game.
We
since
lost to
then.
them by 3 points because Jake Elliott hit a freaking 60-yard field goal in the rain.
That
Still shoulda won the
Eagles team,
damn
that
game.
Eagles team from 23 and the Eagles team from this past year. Are we really comparing those two teams with Saquon Barkley?
Yeah, we talking about Saquon. Yep.
Okay.
We
Hell
are
yeah.
talking about
Hold
Saquon.
on.
Hell
So
yeah.
Marcus, hold on a second. Let me ask Mookie this question. Why do you think the Super Bowl would have been different for the Bills than the Chiefs?
Because we had better weapons.
Thank you.
Better weapons? Go ahead. What else?
We had better weapons.
Okay.
You gotta
Marcus
fight
Herring.
fire with fire. When you guys got
Hold on,
better
never mind,
weapons,
hold on.
sometimes your weapons are outduel a team. You know what I mean? And the Bills have those type of weapons. You know what I mean? Like when you look at Bills all the time, they always lose to the teams they're supposed to beat, and nobody gives them a rat's ass of a chance at the teams that they don't think that they can beat, like the Baltimores and the Kansas Cities. We don't beat them in the playoffs. We beat them in the regular season. We shouldn't have no business. Like they were like 7-8 games straight. We go on winning streaks. You know what I mean? Like we did it back-to-back years, crazy winning streaks and shit. No other team has won probably like 7 games back-to-back seasons than Buffalo Bills in the past 2 years. 7+ streaks like that, like crazy shit. When they had to do it to win the division again, when they had to do it, they did it. So, nobody want to give them credit for that neither. You know what I mean? So, I don't know no other team that had to win out to not only make the playoffs but win the goddamn division, and they did it.
Yeah,
Nobody's giving them any credit for that shit.
That's
Ever did that? I don't
That's
care
that,
what.
Now, go ahead, Marcus. Marcus, go ahead. Hold on. Here's the famous Marcus
That's
Betts
the- that's
impression.
the-
Y'all ready for
that's
it?
that-
Y'all
that's
ready
that
for the
same
Marcus
thing
Betts
for the-
impression?
That's
Nope.
that same.
No,
That's that
hold on,
same-
Marcus. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin the impression. Don't ruin it. This is my time for the impression. This is what Marcus Betts gonna tell you. You know what? It sounds good and all, but I ain't giving credit to a fish for swimming or for what for
We're gonna
flying.
see. We're gonna
Go
see.
ahead.
We gonna see what
Go
that
ahead,
fish be.
Marcus.
We gonna see what that fish be swimming like December 28th when Philly bring their ass to Buffalo. So we'll
You know
find
what? I
out.
mean, so
We'll
that's
find out
September?
with Saquon.
No, December.
That's December.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Saquon. Say
fucking
come to
go.
Buffalo.
Let me go ahead and book my flight right
Yeah,
now.
book that
Did I
flight.
tell you
Say
what
come
those
to
Marcus, you
flights?
ain't
Buffalo.
What
bringing
those
your
flights
ass
are?
up
Get your
here
wish
to this
with you.
cold ass weather.
Oh, it's gonna be too cold. No, I ain't.
Yeah, I knew you wasn't bringing your ass up here. I
It's
knew
gonna
he
be
wasn't
too
bringing
cold.
his ass up here.
Mookie, are you going to the meet and greet next year in Pittsburgh?
The NFL draft in Pittsburgh.
I need you in Pittsburgh, April 23rd through the 25th. The draft. Me and Mona gonna be there. Come on down.
I'm
you
going.
Get you some good Texas barbecue.
I'm mad that he just said him and Mona going
I'm about to get one of them
we
You know what
all
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and Mona's the one who originally came with, but how do I advertise it, Torch? How do I advertise the meet and
You
greet?
know that.
What do I call it?
But you know we all coming. So
We're
what,
all going to be there.
What do I call the meet and greet officially? What do I call it?
you know it.
No,
I don't
you
gotta
bet.
say it.
You
They
just said
know already. They know already. But Mookie, everybody gonna be there. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
April 23rd through 25th. Come on down to Pittsburgh. Man, we've been on here for 2.5 hours. We've been here nearly 3 hours. I gotta
Marcus,
go.
it's your fault.
It's your
It's
day.
your fault.
It's your fault.
I'm gonna blame Marcus.
It's your fault, man.
It's really
Hey,
my fault. But I'll
Hey,
blame
this Friday, the last part 4 of our show, the East, AFC East, NFC East. We're breaking it down. Mookie Hawkins, Torch, if y'all want to come on, come through. We're gonna break
Dude,
it down.
This. I'm mad I didn't get to be on Friday show. I was DJing Friday.
Yeah,
night.
we did the AFC and NFC North. We're gonna do the final one, the East this week, this Friday.
This the second week in a row, almost 3 hours on Monday Night Madness.
Yeah.
This show is madness. I tell you, you get to talk talking shit on this damn show.
I got one more question for Mookie Hawkins before you go. I saw you came on right when I was leaving, right when I was getting ready to log off the other day. What team has had the best offseason as far as free agency and trades and all of that? What do you think?
Not your team. Not your damn team.
You don't think that getting George Pickens was a phenomenal move to put him
I
in
don't
the
think
offseason?
You didn't win the offseason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
win the
fuck-
offseason because I got George.
Y'all stay fucking the chicken up.
Who had the best who had the best offseason, trades, draft, all of that good stuff?
Not y'all. Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna say Arizona.
Oh, that's interesting.
See, I disagree.
I got one. I don't know how y'all feel about this.
I think
I would say
Baltimore.
Mona
I think
State.
Arizona had a solid draft. Yeah, solid draft.
I think Baltimore, what they've done this offseason has been short. Shorter. When you look at getting Mike Green, who I had as like a top 3 or 4 edge rusher in this draft, and then you get the best safety in the draft. The best safety, Malachi. I had him ranked a little bit higher than Mookie's. The guy that Mookie had a bromance with Emanwari. I thought that y'all were going to get Emanwari. I thought that Emanwari would have been a better pick. That shout out to Maxwell Harrison. No, I like the kid, but I thought that impact safety, a freakish athlete safety would have been better. But I think I think the Ravens offseason, getting Mike Green on the edge, getting Malachi Starks as safety to pair him up with Kyle Hamilton.
So that safety duo was nasty.
And then going and getting D-Hop and getting
Jair.
That man. Whew. And Jair can just kind of blend in. Just kind of blend in there. You get Keaton Mitchell back. You get I like Justice Hill. I think the Ravens. I think you got to say with the Ravens. I cannot wait. And look, does it determine who's going to finish where? No, I don't think so. But that opening night Baltimore Bills game, I think that's the game I'm looking to forward the most. Week 1, I can't.
Watch Baltimore get that L. Yeah, man.
Well, I'll be there.
I'm going.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I think Baltimore gonna want their lick back. I think they want that lick back, and I don't think it has anything to do with placement at the end of the season. I mean, it's a long season, but I think you see a very physical football game, and I'm all for it.
Marcus,
I got a different.
That's what it really is.
They better have an answer for that empty.
I got another answer for the basically off-season winner. Chicago. They did a lot of good things. Put stuff around Caleb Williams.
They won the Super Bowl last night, according to Bears fans. They won the Super Bowl last night.
Yeah.
All my family in Chicago, man, they were doing backflips, man. I made them so mad. Like one of my cousins hung up on me. He's like, "Man, what what we did to the Bills? Like, oh, dude, you played the Bills JV team. Man, we beat them 38-0. These are all professional.
JV, brother,
You
JV.
beat the JV team, bro. Do you think you beat them 38-0? Josh Allen's playing? It doesn't matter. I'm like, dude, you beat the JV team. I said that like 10 times. He got so mad he hung up on me. So, you know, it was pretty funny, man. It was pretty. Everybody always starts off with the highest of aspirations.
Of course, everybody starts 0-0.
Everybody, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do it. And then by week 7, when you're
I see you caught yourself. You almost quoted what Cowboys fans say every year.
I see that's the thing though. I'm not saying you. There's Cowboys fans that annoy the hell out of me because I'm just like I'm like, dude, be quiet. And Jerry Jones, if I ever was Jerry Jones, if I were ever within earshot of him, I would say some things to him that would get me in a lot of trouble. I would say some really bad things to him, and probably even worse to Steven. Probably even worse stuff than Steven. You know, because it's just like y'all just be doing dumb stuff. You should have signed Micah in March.
Mm-hmm.
Just signed Micah in March. But.
They wait until the last second and then have to pay him way too much. And
then he go out there and get a soft tissue injury because he's trying to make up for his contract. You know, you're out here, you made all this money. He's trying to go out there and make this. It's like it's just bad business, man. It's bad business. We appreciate everybody for watching Monday Night Madness.
Now get your ass out of here.
It's been real. It's been fun. We appreciate everybody who came through. Torch, y'all doing Rise Up Unlimited on Thursday?
Yep. By the way, I want to say thank you very much to everybody who supported the sickle cell awareness event yesterday. It was a phenomenal event. We appreciate all the support. Man, good time, a lot of unity, positivity, and once again, trying to bring awareness to a community. And it was a lot of fun. So I just want to say that.
Make sure y'all tune in to Coffee Talk Monday through Thursdays, 11:30 Eastern time. I'll be up in there talking. We usually talk about three subjects.
You're gonna need Peach Crown.
No, that's a coffee talk. I don't do the Peach Crown at 8. That's 9:00 in the morning over here, man. And then Alphabet's football show Friday night, 10:00 Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna be doing the AFC and NFC East. I'm gonna try to get Mookie Hawkins up there if he'll grace us with his presence. I know he a busy man, so we'll chop it up over there. But everybody have a great evening. This is how we do. We end up, I don't know. We end up just going all over the place, but that's why y'all tune in. It's
Oh no, we wasn't all over the place. The debates be real. The debates be real.
You know what I'm saying? We be in it, man. But appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all show love to everybody. Tune in to my guy Mookie Hawkins, man. He be coming through, man. Show him some love. And we'll be back. We'll be back same time next week. 10:00 Eastern time, Monday. Next Monday. Make sure y'all tune in for that. All right. Everybody have a great evening. Much love, much respect. And we out of here.
Make sure you support Waffle Sports Wednesday night, 10:00, and Sunday at 6 p.m. Make sure you do that. Mookie on the 1s and 2s, letting us in on all the good, juicy stuff. Make sure you support that. All right.
All right. Well, to be continued.
They don't like when I say
to be continued.